Hey everybody, welcome back to Project Epoch. I'm Corinth, and with us we have Son of Pookie, and we have Bull Critter John. Bull Critter Steve's not here at the moment. He should be here in a little bit. He's got some work issues going on. We're going to go and give a recap of, we were on age, that was round 3 and 4 that we finished out of age 2 last week. So we're going to give a recap of what happened, and we're going to have a little bit of information about what's going to be happening with our channel, and then we'll go ahead and kick into it. We saw a lot of things happen at the very end of round 4. We have jokingly decided that we might start calling this world Chicken Little because the sky is falling. We have a lot of things that just kind of land on stuff. We saw the Proteus reach attempt to take out some nil giants who were the natural enemies of the Anthropomorphs. So actually the reason why they came to this plane. Unfortunately, when they attempted to use their technology to destroy the nil giants took that energy blast and redirected it back at the Anthropomorph home base, destroying all those people. And the Proteus Reach decided that they were overwhelmed with grief, so they would kamikaze themselves right into the nil giant base, killing off those people as well. We've seen that Centenalian, who is the avatar of the Hogman, is causing all sorts of issues. He has found a room of levers, which is at the bottom of the Pale Gate, and he's become addicted to pulling the levers to see what happens, and that's causing all sorts of different effects on our world. We also have had one of the Alatun, who was the daughter of Akroma. She, unfortunately, in her bid to destroy Rend, was absorbed into the sword that she made that was the combination of the 7 swords from the Order of 8. We also have had the Jedka, who were a combination order from the Anthropomorphs and the Horde. They sacrificed themselves, killing off the last of the Nail Giants. The Dampier, who had left into the realm of shadows, have returned. They're very much more kind of like the Shidarke now. We call them the Monoon. We like to come up with some interesting names. We also have an Aractonian child, Shaw. He has sigils on him that he doesn't know where they came from. He was born with them, and he's actually having some ability to control some of the storms and some of the effects going on. So we're looking forward to having a good session, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to John, and we will get this thing started. The only thing else I want to touch on is that we are this is the last time we're going to be streaming on YouTube and Twitch. We've decided that what we're going to do is we're just going to live stream on Twitch once a week, and then we're going to take the resolutions, kind of like the little meat and potatoes, and we're going to compress that down and put that on YouTube so it's a little more digestible for people who just want to casually kind of watch this, who don't have 3 hours to dedicate, because we understand that some people don't. Also, we may be switching over to Saturday night. We're not sure yet. We will let you guys know by late Tuesday, early Wednesday, whether or not we're switching over to Saturday nights or maintaining our Monday night schedule. So with that, Bull Critter John.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so for any new viewers that might be popping in, we have 6 phases breakdown. Each of us go through them round, and we'll be I don't know, probably trading off tonight, I imagine, for Steve's seat and his actions. And then we're going to be rolling to see who goes first. So everybody on roll 20. Get that dice rolling. D4, right?
Yes, sir.
That's my roll, and I'll roll for Steve. Oh, wow. That's dope.
Let's see what Pookie gets. All right. Well, John, I would say since
let's make Steve last.
Yeah, let's make Steve last. We'll do Steve last.
Okay, and then so 4 means I go first.
Yeah, it'd be you, then Pookie, then me, and then Steve.
Okay, so I have the option of creating a race, creating order, or creating an avatar. So, are we saying the entire race is dead, or just the city and the civilization is gone?
Oh, the Nail Giants?
I don't care if they're alive or not. I mean, there was 2 armies that weren't there. The subrace is alive at least. Oh, the Animorphs?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, we can roll for it. You want to roll for it real quick? Roll for that shit.
Yeah, I think we should have to roll for it because
roll for it.
Cataclysm.
Roll for the Nil Giants.
I think as a civilization, they're probably done. But
I say we roll, dude. We roll for both of them.
Sure. So, what's the percentage chance we want to give?
Well, I was thinking I'm fine with both of their civilizations being gone. I was just thinking they're dispersed as a race, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few Nil Giants here or there. I'm sure they weren't all,
Yeah.
Even the Anthropomorphs are not going to be like all latched on to like one area.
Yeah, I was going to create an avatar for what is now not even a civilization for the Anthropomorphs that we can use to play out their story. He'll be a survivor from a more rural, I don't know, probably less technological over the generations further away from the city. And so he's cybernetic, but not, I'm not even sure how that would be. I don't have a name for him.
Like his parts don't work so well, and he's not as well maintenance.
What kind of animal is he? Why don't you roll it randomly, dude? And I can look in the player's handbook and pick an animal from the back of the book.
Yeah, you got it next to you.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Okay, do we have a language base for the Animorphs?
Not really. No, because we had like Demon Bear and
they're just common. They speak common.
They speak common.
Intergalactic common. Interplanar common.
Yeah. Intergalactic planetary intergalactic. That's right. That kind of language. Oh yeah, where's our widget for fucking comedy? That's what I need to know.
Yes, that is coming.
It is coming.
I have a counter
because we abuse comedy like a bitch every day. So
and I use OBS primarily, so I'm gonna have to start having Twitch open as well, so I can run widgets and all the fun stuff.
Because that's how we roll. We gotta abuse comedy. We're gonna have to do it down.
Roll a D30, John.
Okay.
Swear to God, you better not be no damn prawn folk again. Sometime.
Hey, used the wrong command. 13.
/13. No idea what that is.
What is it?
He's a lion.
Really? Okay.
Ooh.
Yep. I was thinking badger, but I like lion. That's symbolic of recreation, strength.
What are you gonna name him?
King of the motherfucking jungle, dude.
Long mane. His name will be Long Mane.
Long Mane.
Long Mane.
Yeah.
Long Mane.
Like Longshanks. He's like, when all the tigers come out, he's like, we're gonna breed these tigers out. We can't get them out. We'll breed them out.
No, I'm thinking
Shatter Wallace. Shattercon Wallace. Con Wallace.
Oh my God.
They may take our litter boxes, but they'll never take our freedom. I'll just roll my D4 now.
That made me laugh, dude. I was cracking up.
It was a critical hit.
Critical. I like it, though. That's actually. I think that's 10 hit points. I'm just saying.
All right, so he's a lion with a long mane.
Yep.
What if he's missing what if it's not like a lot of cybernetics? What if he's like almost pure? So he's like just missing like an eye or some shit. Or what if he has like a cybernetic nose, dude, so he can like smell anything?
What if the only thing cybernetic on him is his hair? Like it's just
dude, that would be fucking dope. He has like laser hair and shit, bro. So he's not long mane, he's fucking laser mane.
Ooh.
Come on, dude.
Are you good with laser mane?
Like punk, like punk laser hair, like his mane's like pink and shit, dude.
Oh,
and that's how he fucks people up with his
cybernetic lasers.
No, like
their hair, and I was like,
no, he has laser hair. His hair is laser.
Okay,
so he can kill people with it and shit. Fuck yes.
So laser mane.
Oh,
I like laser mane.
You know what I like? I like the concept of some kind of devices tied to his mane, and that's
dude, like a beholder. So like each like there's devices in his hair and shit, and they each have like a different effect. It's fucking dope.
That is fucking dope.
Beholder hair.
Beholder hair, but not beholder.
I don't know if we could. I don't think we could use beholder.
Yeah, we can't.
Used to see
Laser hair, just laser hair.
Omni eye,
No.
laser hair.
Chromatic
Omni hair.
laser hair.
Chromatic
it.
laser hair.
Yeah, because it gives you all
But laser main for short.
Like every strand is a different effect.
Okay.
So when he attacks, you have to roll like a D100.
So
and
who's
that's a piece of hair that
next
hits
in the
you.
round now?
It's Pookie.
Okay.
He's like-
Now,
we spent 5 minutes on fucking hair.
in the round there. What we got?
All right, I'm gonna create an avatar for the Animorphs who are left over. And this one's like he's completely cybernetic except for like his eyes, and he's a tiger. Yeah, his name is
Tiger Eyes.
Shadakar Wallace is his name, and he wants them to go back to a more cybernetic way of being. So he's all about
Shatakar or Shadakar?
Shadakar, like Shadkar, and his last name is Wallace.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Shadakar Wallace, dude. And he paints himself in blue paint and shit, like constantly, and nobody knows why. Like for no reason.
Much.
It'll be like at church. It'll be like, "Why are you painted blue, bro?" He's like, "Cause I am William Wallace."
Oh my god!
Like you don't even sound Scottish because this
it's
dude
gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those rounds. I can already feel it. I can already fucking feel it. It's so good.
Let's fireballs from his eyes and lightning bolts from his
eyes and shit. Let's see. I'm gonna have to create an avatar, but we're not doing an avatar of fucking Anthemorphs. It's gonna be a Dampier.
Do another one, dude. Come on, do it. Jump in it.
It's just another one fucking Anthemorph avatars. It's like they call me Cyber Penis. Like, no, we're not doing that.
Make Lord Humongous of the Wasteland. The Ayatollah of rock and roller. He's a gorilla. He's a gorilla, bro. He's a shaved silverback. Lord Humongous. Silverback.
Fucking. Oh my god.
Chrome hockey mask.
So you said you were gonna create an avatar for some?
Yeah, for the
I'm creating an avatar of a Dampier. I'm trying to get my mind right because I'm fucking hurt.
Lord Humongous.
Lord Humongous.
He announces Lord Humongous. All he does is stand up on his car and doesn't do anything else. He's the worst. He's the worst antagonist ever.
Ain't got nothing on me.
That's
so funny because it's a gorilla. It's gonna be a Dampier. I don't want to say like Alucard or something. That sounds like stupid.
You don't want to spell Dracula backwards?
I don't want to spell Dracula.
Spell Von Strawn backwards. What's his name? Drotsnov. I'm Drotsnov. Dude, call him the Kurgan because I was talking about Highlander earlier.
You know what? Kurgan. I like Kurgan. We'll do Kurgan. Dude. Fucking Kurgan. All right. It's Steve's turn. Who's going to take Steve's turn?
John can have it the first round. It's all you, John. Because if you give it to me, I'm just going to make another Animorph avatar right now.
The Blue Goblin avatar, right?
Nope, they don't have one.
Hold on, who doesn't have an avatar?
The Blue Goblins.
No, they don't. They do not have a blue.
Mystolix from DC.
Mysoplictic.
Yeah.
Mixoplictic.
You know, Mixoplix, the guy in the pink, the pink costume.
Yeah. Do we have a language thing for the Blue Goblins?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think we
really said it so much.
It's like Korean or something, dude. Some kind of Eastern spinoff because all the rest of them are from the East.
Okay, so one of the things I just thought of was the Nil Giants had just went up through this area during the little war, right?
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of shit changed in the area.
Yeah.
And the Blue Goblins have like a near symbiotic relation with acid stuffs, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah, because of weave. Yeah.
And the weave. Yeah, but I mean like the acid pool leftover creatures. I'm thinking one of the Blue Goblins here creates like an offshoot to the main power. Okay. And what he actually does is he worships a nearby Null Giant that's in the area.
Okay.
That I don't know, lives somewhere in the area, and he brings people with him. And so Just the avatar for now, but it might create order. It might do more later.
Okay.
And I kind of like the idea of him being a wild type dude,
Oh yeah.
a little nutso, shit in his hair.
Now, does he start practicing like death magic and shit?
I would
Like
think
instead of
that,
psionics?
I don't know about instead of psionics, but his psionics might
What if-
take the form or
Yeah.
representation of death.
What if he does some shit like Death Note, like where he learns how to like tell a person's future so he can tell when they're gonna die and shit?
Yeah,
So it's
like
kind
that
of
would
like
be
death
great.
and kind of like psychic.
Or he can look at somebody and see every single person that cared about in their life that died.
Yeah, like something to do with death.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, it's something they can use against him or something, you know.
Yeah. I
So
know.
that kind of power, like psychic, but around nihilism and death.
So how about we
or
create
entropy.
we create a thing called like a necrosonics or necrosonics, where
Yeah.
like it's all psionic powers based on like death type of magic or death type effects.
Like
Oh.
so instead of like a force attack on your brain, right? It would be something that causes your brain to start entropy. So
Entropy,
you
or-
like
Nice.
you cast
gives-
it on somebody and their brain begins to deteriorate over
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah,
they
like
die
tum-
like Alzheimer's.
They can get like tumors, or you can give them like Alzheimer's, like you were saying,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
dementia.
It's not the Duma.
I
Yeah.
think that's
It's
yeah.
not a tumor. Who is
So
it,
What is
Daddy?
this? What is
does
this
he
Blue
do?
Goblin's name? He's like, I'm stalling. I'm trying to find a name.
Yeah, that's what I was doing the whole time. What's a good goblin name, dude? I have Mysoplictic in my head now, so I'm thinking like Wassaplack.
Nizgul.
Yeah, I think Nizgul's a thing
Nizgul?
though, isn't it?
It's Nazgul. I mean,
Oh,
Nizzy.
Gulin. Gulin.
Just because you're an avatar doesn't mean you have to have a cool name. You could be
Yeah.
a dork.
We have Shadakar Wallace, for God's sake. So just saying.
Hey,
yeah, right.
how about Bob, dude? It's easy.
Yeah,
You
well,
can't
that's how
fuck it up.
I already. I was gonna say
It's a
Wackaplack.
palindrome.
A Wackaplack.
Wackaplack.
Wackaplack?
Wackaplack.
You're right. That sounds just like Bob.
Yeah.
Wackaplack. Sounds just like Bob.
What was I thinking, dude?
I had this Mysoplictic in my name, so now in my mind, this character's like a short goblin. He,
Yeah, Mysoplictic.
like dresses funky to everybody in his culture.
Wackaplack.
He has style, dude, and panache. That's not
Yeah, he
fun.
has panache when
Some
none of the other
purple
blue goblins
suit.
do.
Little
So to
blue
every other
top
blue
hat,
goblin, he's insane.
or he's revolutionary. So he's
Or
the
he's
David Bowie
revolutionary.
of blue goblins.
Yeah, or the Warhol of blue
Warhol.
goblins marching his people to a null giant to worship.
Holy
So
shit.
what's his
There we
name? Wacky Mally? Wacka.
Wackaplack.
Wackaplack. Nice and easy.
That's
All the same
easy.
noises.
Nothing on a day like this. Oh Lord. I hate you so much.
No, what you don't understand is in Blue Goblin, plaque is idiom.
Means
a
giant
word
dick.
for yeah,
Giant dick.
exactly.
Old third leg Wackaplack.
Third leg whack.
This is a
Old
friendly
tripod
reminder
Wackaplack.
that this Twitch is rated M for mature. So like, it's, warning, you might get triggered.
We gotta to make sure it stays.
Yeah, if you don't
out
want to
of
hear us
MA,
talk about
we have to
big
use the
blue
word-
dicks,
we
you
have to
better
use the
turn
word-
off right now.
No, Joey, you just have to use the word penis. So it's like the official word.
Sounds sick.
Or you could say a dork, because then that's just a whale's penis, right?
Is that what that is?
That's
I've
what
heard a
I
lot of
said. I know
stuff like a dude is
prick or
an
dork,
elephant
I can't
butts
remember.
hair, but
Hold
I don't
on.
think
Hold on.
it's
Are
too
we gonna
memorable.
start talking about synonyms?
Yeah.
For
Okay.
dicks? Because
So
I've been waiting my whole life for this
phase
moment.
two.
I'm ready. I'm prepared.
I'm so ready.
I've been doing my research.
So
My
phase
research
two
is done.
command. We got a command race, command city, command order.
Why are you trying to move us along, dude? Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
So the Kaya Dune are still alive, right? They're a death cult, but death
Push,
didn't
yeah,
come to the whole
push
place,
through
right?
it, dude. Let's push
Yeah,
through it.
there's a
Okay. So remember that huge wonder that they created
Nope.
that put light into the moon crystal? They created a wonder in one of their cities. It was
I
a
believe
huge,
you.
like magnifying glass.
I just don't remember it. So much shit's happened. I forgot about it.
Yeah, they created a large tower like a Colossus. But
Who did the Cara Dune?
behind glass.
Oh,
Yeah,
underwater.
They
Yes,
built a lot
I
of
do
lens.
remember this.
No, they
Yeah.
Optometron.
Yeah,
Automatron. Yeah.
exactly.
Thank God for
Optometron.
notes.
So,
Fucking A.
what I was thinking about now is that they, with this new magma thing beneath them, think that that might be a piece too, and so they begin to build a second large reflecting disc so that they can take light from. They're trying to like create a bridge of light between the two things and be able to direct power.
To destroy
They're
the
doing a
darkness.
bunch of they're trying to destroy the world.
So where do they build? So where do they build the second lens at?
So, okay, so the first one's like
Over the
somewhere up
magma
near the
pit?
bay, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
the other one will be right on the edge of the magma pit, like away enough that
Oh.
it's built, it won't fall in,
All right.
obviously.
Okay.
And then later
There you
something, who knows?
Yep. I like it. That's like apparently that's my catchphrase. I realized I went back and watched it.
Yeah,
I said,
you say I like it a lot.
I do say
I
I
like
like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Yeah, you know, fuck it.
I don't care what you say it, dude. I
Yeah.
like it.
I
As
like
long
it.
as you keep
I like it a
saying
lot.
when we're in bed, I know I'm doing my
Wow.
job right.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What? He said he literally said
What?
he's okay with you saying you like it. How does that not open
What?
the door?
All right, so Shattenkar,
Yeah, yeah.
he's gonna
Jesus.
be he's gonna be in the city that crashed into the Nil Giants, and he's gonna command the Animorphs that are there, his part of the tribe or whatever, to create a city there at that spot on the
All right,
ruins of
create
the
ruins
of
of
the-
Nil
ruins
Giant.
of the Death Giants
Over
the
here.
Nil Giants. Yep.
Okay.
And he's gonna like incorporate their technology and what's left of the Animorph technology and what's left of the moon, the Death
Oh
Star,
yeah,
into the city.
because he's like mostly cybernetic.
Yeah, so I figured that's where he would be, where the city crashed at. He was probably on the fucking amp when it came down.
He's probably like the lone survivor.
So like the city is gonna look like half of a Death Star and half of the old city kind of built together in like a weird conglomeration of two things.
Like a little post-Epoch area, Trigun
Yeah.
style.
Yeah. Is that? Ooh, you fucking mentioned Trigun. That's what I'm talking about. So, I want to have the trance.
Hey, look at that. Scroll right to the area.
Yep. They're going to create a city. It's going to be a joint city with them and the Lachey, the former Scar Elves who are now the Lachey again. So
And the Life Giants too, like all of them.
and the
together.
Life Giants. Yeah,
one
yeah,
happy-
it's going to be. That's actually a very nice place to live right now.
Yeah, it's the best.
I'm sure something will land on it, but right now it's nice.
I'm sure something will destroy it very soon.
There. You got a name for the city?
That's what I'm working on right now.
How about what's the name of that secret hidden city that's supposed to be paradise? What the fuck's it
El
called?
Dorado?
Well, that's a golden
No.
city.
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La. Dude, Shangri-La. That's what
Shangri-La. Yeah, there you go.
What was there a name base for those folk? Oh yeah, it was Nord.
Nord. Yeah, Nord. That's why he's Yule, dude. The fucking
Yeah,
strongest of
but
all the
who knows-
trees.
Who knows what they speak now? 4 million years and an entire plane.
I think they still
later.
speak Norse, dude. I think they're
Like the
Norse
last
to the
time they
core.
were awake, they were on a different plane.
Yeah. They woke up and they're like, well, here we are.
They probably think that they're in Valhalla. To be honest, they probably think
they
they're
not
in heaven, dude.
Would they not call it Valhalla?
Maybe they might call it Valhalla. That's a good name for
Its
it. too.
principles might be a bit different because
Yeah, Valhalla.
they weren't really combat related. But
Lo there do I see my father. Lo there do I see my mothers and my sisters and my brothers.
Dude, you are so
Bro.
badass. You can
Lo
quote
they
so
do
much shit.
call to me. They bid me come and take my place among them in the halls of Valhalla, where the brave shall live forever. It's the fucking best line from that whole movie. That's the only thing I remember from that movie, really. that one scene where the smaller Viking, who's still a giant, fights the giant Viking, and he acts like he can't fight, and he cuts his fucking head off.
Oh yeah.
And Antonio Banderas is like, "You could take him the whole time. Why were you messing around?" He goes, "Because now he has to worry about what he can't see." The fucking movie is good, dude. It gets no respect. It's a fucking dope movie.
What movie was
13th
that?
Warrior. 13th Warrior.
I don't know if I ever saw 13th Warrior.
You never seen it, dude? Oh man. It's basically like 13 like 12 Vikings and Antonio Banderas go to protect the city. So it's kind of like Seven Samurai kind of, or
Nice.
Magnificent Seven, mixed with D&D. It's like they're all a different version of like a paladin, basically. It's kind of fucking cool, dude. Because they all have like little specialties in the group. You dig it, dude. We should totally do it on that show we were talking about.
So
That
this
does
is
sound badass.
Joey, phase 2.
Yeah, I'm done. I did mine. That was the city I built.
So who's picking up Steve?
Oh, me? Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, me. I got this.
I got this shit.
Dope.
I got this shit.
Okay.
So Laser Maid.
So Laser Main
He's getting shit.
is going to construct a city
Don't
in the
build it up too
ruins.
quick. Something else will fall on it.
In the ruins of where the other city was, the giant walled city. But this time he's going to tear all the walls down, dude. And he's
Wait,
gonna
are you
make it like
talking about on the mainland? that they
Yeah,
used to
no,
be on?
yeah, where they used to live, the city that got destroyed. So even though most of it got flattened, whatever's left, he's just gonna flatten all out. So it's like a giant plain, like all around him.
Yeah.
And all of their buildings are gonna be built out of like shit they find around them, clay and fucking leftover parts of the city and shit like that.
Oh, this is line main or laser main?
Laser Main, yeah, Laser Main.
Laser Maid, yeah.
And everybody here is going to live a much more like peaceful coexistence. Like they're going to live more off the land. Like they're not going to rape it anymore for its minerals and shit. They're going to grow shit and live here, or try to.
So more primitive and peaceful, huh?
Yep, trying to be more like Native Americans or Aboriginals, or like he wants to move completely away from the cybernetics if he can. Like he wants them to be as natural as possible. Maybe he believes it's their fault that they got destroyed. I don't know. Like whatever we come up with.
Like that.
Well, I mean,
Damn it.
it was their beam that ended up
Yeah, they fucked
coming
themselves.
back on.
Technically,
Yeah.
that Renard fucked them. Technically speaking.
Yeah.
That piece of shit. He's still alive, right?
I believe so, yeah. I have it listed as the avatars in the avatar phase. So
Fox?
The Fox,
Yeah,
dude.
the Fox. Renard.
Where was he at?
He went and gave the Nil Giants. He was with the Nil Giants, or he was
So,
around the Nil.
Do you want to roll?
He
to
just
see if
survived.
He survived,
lives?
dude. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, so
definitely did.
he's
He's the
in
Fox,
same
dude.
city as
He was
the,
nowhere near it when it happened. He was
he was
drinking
like
Mai
out in the-
Tais
yeah.
in Valhalla, chilling, bro, because everybody's welcome there. Anybody can come to Valhalla. All right, whose turn is it now? It's yours, John.
So
that
now
is-
we're in the conquest phase.
Okay, yeah. So conquest phase. Either we can continue with another war, pronounce the intention of war, command armies to move around,
Did you put the graphic up?
or claim territory.
Did you put the card up, dude?
Yes, I did.
You were on top of shit today.
Actually,
You know what I'm
I've
saying?
miscued a couple times, but it'll be okay.
I don't even have to. That didn't. As far as I'm concerned, that never happened.
Okay.
Never happened.
You're perfect.
It's perfect all times.
The Bractonians always have an army, or do they? I mean, do they have an army area? I don't think they do.
I don't think they do. No.
I think
Oh,
they're going to build
no.
one, but it's not going to be for any intention other than the fact that their civilization is growing, and one of those indications is that they now have a standing army.
I like it.
All right.
All right. The city of Valhalla is going to create an army,
Damn you, that's also what I did too.
but yeah, it's going to be an army of I don't want to say paladins, like healers, I guess. Just an army of clerics or priests, and they like protect the city and heal everybody inside of it.
Wait, so you mean like when the guards show up after the bar fight, they're just like,
Yeah, they heal everybody.
you know,
Yeah.
okay.
There's no violence in Valhalla.
It's so violent of all. Exactly. Oh. Let's see.
There's no currency either. It's all hugs and kisses,
It's all
back rubs,
hugs.
and compliments. Our currency
all-
is compliments.
You look so great today. Oh, thank you. Here's a sword.
I got 3 fuckables today. I'm rich.
I'm rich.
I got fuckables coming out of my pants, dude. I can't keep. I can't keep all these fuckables I got.
Oh my god. Oh. Let's I think the Kayadun are going to form an army
Yes, it's about damn time, dude.
and they're going to start spreading their death cultists
Wouldn't they
around.
be like trying to go to that city where the fucking where the Death Star? They would definitely go to where the Death Star crashed. That would be like their shit, bro. They're gonna try to take it back.
Yeah, they're gonna form an army and move it towards the
towards the Death Star,
towards the
the second moon that fell from the sky.
Is this a army with intent, or is this just?
Oh yeah, they're coming to grab. They're coming to take that Death Star back.
Oh no!
So they're going to have some. Oh yeah, they're going between them and Shadar Car Wallace. It's gonna be good times.
Shadar Car Wallace
who does not have an army
or a civ? Like
he's an army yet.
Piecing the civ back together now.
I'll defeat them with fireballs from my eyes.
How did that end up for that dude in real life? How did that end up for that dude in real life? They
tortured me for 17 days.
Yeah, disemboweled him while he was alive.
They disemboweled him and then spread his body parts over multiple areas.
But before I died, I yelled, "Freedom!
Freedom!" I loved Braveheart.
I saw a comic yesterday where the guy was like, in his famous last words, "I get it. You're mad.
I get it. You're mad. You're so angry." All right, let's see. I feel like.
Know this, gray hair. Before I kill you, I will put your daughters on the knife and wipe your seed from the earth forever. Come on, dude. What movie? Huh?
I don't. You watch so many more movies.
Last of the Mohicans, dude.
Yeah, it's a great
dude. It's an old school movie.
Old school.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
All right.
So what's
I'm taking Steve's spot.
You take a Steve's spot, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. The radioactive Warforged kobolds are going to move from the sun, and
it's our version of flying monkeys, dude.
It is like flying monkeys.
No,
I'm trying to think like who pissed off Ren the most out of all this.
She already killed. She already destroyed. The order's still around. Just the one that had the order's gone, but the order's still there. Maybe she'd kill the order. I don't know.
Well, I thought she was going to infiltrate herself.
Actually, I know exactly what she's going to do. She's going to send. Ren is going to send her radioactive Warforged Kobold army. That's so hard to say. Towards the Pale Gate to investigate the lever mechanisms because she knows more about this world than other people do. Maybe she wants that the control over the stuff.
Hell, it's one hell of a way to run a game.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
When the audience gets too bored, we'll just flip a lever. Okay, so we are now in 4.
Yeah.
Events.
We are now in events.
Okay, so each of us have to come up with an event out of our ass. Dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else that could fall from the sky and land on somebody? Because that seems to be our go-to.
It seems like it, right?
Oh, there's a third sun that could come cascading into the planet.
Oh no, I got an idea. There's just been a huge storm.
Oh, we had to. I forgot. We had to pick what happened at the beginning of the round: either meteor storm, volcanoes, brush fire, or magical storms.
I thought we did all 4.
We still have to do them. It's for the whole age, so we still have to do it for another 4 rounds.
Oh yeah. So why don't we just start back over with meteor swarms?
You want to do meteor swarms again?
Well,
yeah.
Shit.
Okay. Let's just say pick a spot that hasn't been hit yet.
I just assumed that hell was over.
Let's hit up here, John. You see above the pro.
Hey, why don't we just roll the 50 and 65?
Roll the 50, 65.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of y'all roll real quick. I've got an idea for my event post the Death Storm.
All right, so the first one is
48.
Did you want to roll? You want me to take that? Or you want to take that?
Just do
somebody roll for me though.
So it was what 60 and
is it 50?
What the hell are the numbers?
55 and 60?
Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit. I know it's up here somewhere. All right, it's not 1d50. It's 1d50 and then 1d66. There we go. All right, so
there you go. So 48, 27.
All right, 48 and 27. John, have fun counting, bitches. There's dead air. There's dead
You guys
air.
suck.
It's a.
Okay, so my
We're gonna-
event is gonna
we're
be
gonna talk.
21, 22.
Talking.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna ballpark it. So right about there, and then 50 down. So okay. So after the rainstorms, even though the rainstorms had a lot to do with death, there was also rain. So my event is going to be across the entire world. There's a grain surplus. There's
Ooh.
vegetation is doing well, so all the civilizations speed up their growth.
How about where did the meteor hit? Where did the meteor hit?
I am going.
He's like, I'll ballpark it. I'll ballpark it.
Yeah, probably somewhere around here, I would say.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that spot. Why don't we say this spot like your
Actually,
harvest?
It would be
like,
on this side of it.
The vegetation you're talking about starts spreading from this point out. So whatever came from the sky starts causing shit to grow like all across this area.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So meteor from the sky causes exploding.
Like basically it increases, like John was saying, harvest everywhere, but in this one spot, it's like a mega fauna. It's like there's so much like food here now.
Verdant.
Yeah. But it's a weird alien growth. It's not normal, but it can be consumed by people.
That combines both of them together. So like the meteor hit and rains helped to solidify its position on the planet, and now you have a xenogrowth.
A xenogrowth that's
even more megafauna verdant forest. Yeah.
And maybe we make an island
worldwide.
Way to go.
Could do an island here now,
Rains.
like a landmass.
Yeah.
Here, I'll draw one.
And cut down 27.
That's
So
like
meteor from the sky causes megafauna and verdant forest, causing worldwide rains and explosion of food.
That would have been 27 right about there. It's either that one or that one. I might be one off.
That's fine.
That's dope.
So
it also fucking hits the Pell Gate, probably.
So now they have
Pell Gate has, dude, and the electricity that's still on the Pell Gate causes. Okay, we'll do the resolution. So yeah, definitely,
You're like, oh shit.
Oh, I got so many ideas.
Well, it's your turn with the event.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, so for my event, what's his name? That's inside the room of levers.
Centenarian.
He through his hundreds of years inside this room of levers, he figures out how to incorporate himself completely into the machine. So when the kobolds come in, he absorbs himself and all of them into the apparatus. So the entire army is now inside of this giant mechanism that is the room of levers. So Rin lost her army, but now like the whole room is like sentient. Like the place is sentient now and full of a bunch of things that can protect it or attack things that come in.
Kobold.
The ants are radioactive too. So
the radioactive warforged kobolds.
Yeah, radioactive mess now.
But it also doesn't have understanding of what it is or what its own purpose is.
No, the only one that has an understanding would be Centenarian, because he's the one that caused all of it to happen. So he's like the master of the lever now for sure. Yeah. And he's gonna pull a lever too.
Well, no,
he's gonna pull a lever.
I just meant like Centenarian doesn't know what it's there for. I imagine the device is from the original imprisonment.
No, he doesn't know what. I don't think he knows what it's there for. No, but now he knows more about it, enough where he could absorb creatures that came into the chamber, basically.
Oh Lord! So I'm assuming you're going to take Steve's turn for the events to have him pull the lever.
Yeah, he's going to pull the lever on Steve's turn.
So
it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Shit. Goodness gracious. Well, hey, I would like to note that once again something fell from the sky. So I'm just throwing that out there. It's fucking Chicken Little.
Every round.
Every fucking round, Chicken Little, shit's falling. The all-seeing eye is going to stabilize and then start emitting a green glow.
So it switched color. We'll so the death called, no, their time is nigh.
Yeah.
The hour is here. Is there anybody left for events?
All right, yeah, Steve pulls a lever, and that's it.
All right, so go ahead and roll that. Go ahead and roll the freaking D50 and D66 there, Pookie, and see what the hell terrible shit you give us this time.
So what do we know what it is?
No.
I have to roll that too. That's the area,
Okay.
and that's what it is.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Is that 47 down? Oh, no, it's 33 down.
Which one? Okay, is it 50 down or is it 66 down?
The 66, I believe, is down. It is
Okay.
taller. No, 66 must be across.
It's wide. It's 50 down and 66 wide, I think.
Yeah. So
So we'll say 33 down or 27 down and 30. No, actually, hold on.
47.
47 down and then 27 across.
Yeah. And
All right.
is 48 down. No, 48. Oh, okay, so we're not there. We're going to be.
While we're doing that, we're going to do a little dance off. That way it's not just dead air.
Yeah.
We're
It's
gonna
like,
switch
no, it's
areas.
just that it's right where the last one was, for real. It's 4.
It's right
later.
next to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's where the electrical spike island thing is.
All right,
Or
it's supposed to be loss of a tech.
Do they destroy does it destroy the cannon?
Yeah, I guess we destroyed the cannon, right? That's the
Okay.
closest
All right.
thing to it.
What cannon?
The cannon that's here.
The big nasty Hawkwind cannon.
Oh,
That's above this.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
they created the
thinking
plasma
like,
spike cannon.
okay. Is the Predator vehicle completely gone? Or was it just kind of stripped?
I have an idea. Instead of it destroying it, what if it like absorbs it into the wall? Like the wall travels up to it and it basically just sucks it into the wall.
Okay.
Remember how those other levers controlled the wall going up and down in that other box that they
Yeah.
found on the wall? Yeah. So it like takes it over.
Absorbs the plasma cannon.
Okay.
That could have terrible
so-
consequences later. All right. So first off, for Avatar phase, we have John. You'll be rolling for the weave.
Okay.
Steer clear of that 11, dude.
Bye weave.
Oh my god.
It was a long run. It was nice while it lasted.
Ah! Oh, of course, on cue. All right. Do you want to roll? You want to wait? Yeah, we'll wait to figure out how it happens.
Yeah.
See if other people roll shit.
That's like the third avatar I've killed.
You're the worst. Is it 12?
I ain't got you there.
It's
Corinth
12.
on audio.
Yeah, we lost you.
That look makes me think maybe you hit a mute button on accident.
We good now?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I still hit it. My bad.
All right. So who is this? Creates a sub race?
This is gonna be Rind, who just lost her army.
And Weave dies, right?
The weave dies. Yes.
She creates a new army. Does she do the same thing with the kobolds? Is it the same race? Because that race didn't die, right? That was a sub race that's still up there. She just sent an army of it down.
Yeah, she didn't send them all. She just sent an army.
Let's see.
So
She's going to create a sub race of thinking, brain hurting. A sub race of.
I was gonna say you could also do any like race actions for the sub race she already has. I'd be down with that.
I
If
don't know
you
if
want
she
to give
has.
the kobolds the tech, or if you want to do something else with them.
All right, here's what she's going to do. Remember how the dragons became insectoid? So there's no true dragons left in the world anymore? She's going to create true dragons again.
Subrace of True Dragons. All right.
True dragons. Straight up D&D dragons.
Oh, she's a mommy.
She's a Bobby.
Nope.
Oh, Lord.
Strike that. I got something better. She
That's
creates
right.
cosmic dragons.
Oh, that's amazing.
So like dragons that exist in space.
Yeah,
not
they
on
could-
the- okay.
They exist in space.
Like planar dragons.
Good
Yep,
luck
planar
trying
dragon. Also planar
to
dragon.
get into a planar ship and sailing around.
Yeah, because there's dragons all over space now.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Fucking dragons everywhere.
can we do a low-level Spelljammer campaign? No, you can't.
All right.
I mean, you can if you want to.
How
Good luck.
What,
much do you
all
like?
right, I got 3 for Centenalian. What is 3?
Nation?
Nation.
Creates a nation, like a built base operations.
Yeah. Well, like something from the Civ action that you would get from Command City, Build City, City Builds a Wonder, anything hit the nation he's from, or founding a new nation.
Well, he could create like a wonder, right?
No, it's alliances, broker peace, start war, trade, assassinate.
Oh, he's going to start a war with Rind because he now knows that Rind knows where he's at.
I like it. Okay.
Okay.
The Hawkmen
All right,
do have
next.
an army, so.
Yep, Steve will be handling Skarn.
And Centenalian was their leader, right?
Yes.
So, like, he might be absentia right now, but he still holds the power.
All right. So
Personal calamity.
now, oh, well, he's already been. So he was injured, and then he retired to a life of luxury.
And then he had another personal calamity. So you know
And
what?
then he had a personal calamity again.
That's a great, because what happens to rulers who are sitting on their laurels in court situations?
Yeah, I got an idea for it too.
Killed by lover, killed by.
Well, he's not dead. He's not dead.
He's not dead. He's just. She's gonna give him like Munchausen syndrome or some shit.
Right. All right, who's next? John?
Oh, it was Skarn. Oh, you're gonna hold off on that, or?
Well, that was for Steve, right? I rolled that for Steve.
Yes. Yeah. So that's for. Oh, I was saying this. What happens with Skarn?
Oh, he has a personal calamity, but I'm gonna hold off on it till the resolution phase because I got an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Next is Cento for John.
Which one's Cento?
He's the
Cento was the troglodyte.
I assumed it from the name, but I wasn't sure. So we got 5. That is explore. Ooh.
Is he going to explore the rift?
The troglodytes are going to explore the rift, and I have an idea of what they might find.
Okay.
One of them during their exploration collapses like a hall, and when it fall through, they actually find themselves kind of further into the internal mechanism than the Eternal are. Right? Like in a place that shouldn't have been there. I don't know, like a ventilation shaft and
like an exhaust port.
Yeah.
Like an exhaust port.
And
everything is Star Wars.
The group of
Star Wars
is sent to the leader.
Yes.
Yes.
Is he exploratory himself?
He has been, but he's actually the leader of the entire Lizard Formation.
So it's not Cento that falls through then. It's somebody. But I'm gonna say that an avatar gets created from this because they get trapped down there. They don't have a way back out. But what they discover is that there are paths underneath the surface that far down that spread to every other continent on the planet.
So they find the Underdark.
Yeah.
But the
Underdark, this Underdark is like below soil. It's just metal hallways and this ancient structure that was pre-built. Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. Can we make him like, we got Trogs, we got lizard folk, we had Scar Elves, right? Can we make him a Scar Elf that didn't get turned into a Lachey? Because remember how the Scar Elves got absorbed like their medics basically? So can we make him a Scar Elf avatar that fell into this hole and is now, because he's an elf and it will kind of make sense with the Underdark thing too. So now he's down there.
Yeah, I'm fine. I got no issues with. I was just thinking that they would be separate, so it'd be cool to continue the narration.
All right. So what do you want to name the Scar Elf avatar?
What you guys got?
How about Barak? Barak, the Seeker.
Okay, sounds great.
Is he light skinned right now, but he'll be darker skinned later? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, for sure, dude. Barak.
All right, Pookie, you have Renard, the asshole fox anthropomorph.
Here comes the 11.
Nope.
Wonder.
A 4, which is Wonder.
Well, he was the one who sold his soul for, you know.
Oh, I accidentally switched to the one that where Steve's camera shows, and there's just a cat sitting on a chair.
All right, Renard's gonna go up here to this area here where we have this this old moon dust, right? And in like the middle of this place here, he's gonna find this huge mountain range that couldn't be seen behind this wall of dust. And up in these mountains, he finds a castle, and this castle is some kind of weird alien technology. So it's like a weird alien castle. It looks almost like a pyramid kind of up in here.
Something that can't be seen by mortal eyes, kind of thing.
Like shrouded in all of this dust that's up in this area. Because we never really said like if this was mountainous or not. So I'm saying that they couldn't see this mountain range that was in here. And in the middle of this mountain range was this castle.
Yeah, like the area, no one went up far enough, and he did. And what I was thinking about adding to it, if it's cool, is the idea that there's actually some kind of effect, something that's helping the subterfuge.
Yeah, I have a thing for it
original
during resolution. We're thinking along the
he
same
has
lines.
some reason why he's
Yep.
able to pierce that veil.
All right, so who's next? Corinth.
I got Laserman. I rolled a 12.
Laserman ascends.
Laserman ain't playing.
I guess because he went back to nature for some reason, he gets
Druid
imbued, yeah, with some kind of power.
Oh, during the Verdant meteor crash, maybe.
Ooh, I like that, dude.
Yeah. He's imbued with nature energy.
And not just nature, but like this wild alien nature energy, maybe. Like Xeno druidism.
Yeah.
Whatever that means in the fantasy realm.
Becoming like a neo druid, you want to say?
Yeah, I just imagine like a druid that they don't make giant mushrooms, they just make mushrooms, and their mushrooms happen to be giant.
Gotcha.
It's the same thing.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Who's rolling for Steve? He's got Shadowcar Wallace.
Yeah. I think this is my run. No. Or is it
That's whoever wanted him.
Doesn't matter.
Was yours, Joe?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is.
I don't care either.
Just do the nation. Makes sense. He's gonna start a war with the Cara Dune.
I think that war.
Cara Dune,
yeah, who are coming to attack the city, take the moon.
Yeah. All right.
Wait.
And now we have John. You have Kurgan, the Lachey. Oh, actually, the Dampier Avatar.
Do you want that, Joey? Since you used the nation roll.
Sure.
This one?
Okay.
Subrace. Okay, because of all this interest they had with the shadow plane, he's gonna imbue more of the more of his race with shadow energy. So he's gonna create shadow elves, or not shadow elves, shadow vampires. I want to do something with. Okay, he's gonna call them. They're called obtenebrates. Obtenebrates. They're called obtenebrates. And they're a version of Dampiers that have obtenebration. They have this natural shadow magic that they're born with. Yeah, obtenebrates.
So they can like leave the Twilight area and still have.
No, you know what? Strike
can't even
strike the obtenebrates. How about we call them Lasombra? Straight up call them Lasombra, dude.
It's
I'm
their
so
Italian
down.
family name, so it's open. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I would say these shadow vampires can't actually go outside of Twilight at all.
Yeah,
they can't be anywhere near.
Okay.
They're so tied to the dark energy they can't be near sunlight.
Stronger when they're in it.
Yeah. All right, who wants to take Whack-a-Plaque?
Whack-a-Plaque. You roll it, dude. Every roll in a while. Yeah.
Corinth.
Sorry, Corinth.
Whack-a-Plaque. That's fine.
Whack-a-Plaque.
Here comes the 11.
Oh, it's a 9.
Oh, personal calamity.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Sure is.
He just he's bad. Don't even get like any time after respawn.
It's fucking resolution phase.
I got this. I got this, dude.
he got stepped on by the giant, and now his name is Wigplick, which is a
Was
a joke.
that the last one?
Nature.
That was it. Yeah, now we're in resolution phase. Oh Lord.
All right, so
I can see what we're going to.
my
Dude, we
pitch
were
for-
screaming through this. I say that, but it's going to take us 30 minutes for resolution.
my pitch
Yeah.
for the death of the weave, dude, is that
Yeah.
Wackaplack went to Skarn to try to join the Horde, and in exchange, Skarn wanted the symbiote. He wanted the original symbiote that's tied to Weave. That's what he wanted. So together they kill the Weave. Only the symbiote doesn't attach to either of them. So the symbiote himself is now again he's his own character again. Now he's his own avatar. He exists.
Oh God, what's his name? We have to go back and look
We have
that
to go
up.
back and find his name, but now he exists instead of Weave, and he
Yeah.
basically fucked them both up. Not like Torpor,
That's
but
why
like
they're both short.
yeah, they're fucked. Like they're knocked out for a long time. Maybe even they're subservient to him now or something. I like that idea. Yeah, they try to take him. They take him over, and he takes them over. So now he controls both of them. I forget his name, but now he's returned.
Yeah, hold on. We're gonna have to like.
This is Rend.
No, not Ren. The Weave.
A Weave.
It was remember the ooze that jumped in the dragon's mouth. This is him, dude. He's back.
Yeah,
He's back, and he's upset that they killed his boy because they've been friends for a long fucking time, dude. And they were in perfect state.
It's Kuzzis, isn't it? Kuzzis.
Kuzus, that's it.
I
Yep.
think it's Kuzzis.
They were in perfect.
Oh God.
Perfect homostasis, if you get what I'm saying. And he's very upset they killed his boyfriend, dude. He does not like what happened. Very upset, dude.
Yeah, Kuzis is the acidic ooze.
Yep, Kuzis. He was like, dude, like, no, he's straight up that. It was like he was in love with him, dude. They've been together so long, like, it was his man, dude. They killed his man. He's
dude,
like,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad the Weave is gone because like that
dude,
was
like straight up, they killed his love. They killed his soulmate. So
quick
he's
question.
mad.
Does that affect? Like he has to find a new one eventually, right? Because he survived so long.
No. He's using Skarn and Wackaplack. He's on them now. Yeah, to get his revenge.
But they're not bonded. Like it's
they're
not
not
like
bonded.
A sweet blonde. Yeah.
It's not a symbiosis. He's parasiting on them. He's like using them up so he can go get revenge. And his revenge is going to be he's going to wipe out the fucking Horde. The Horde and the elves are dead.
What, 4,000 years after jumping into the mouth of a dragon? That's a damn story to tell.
He's been
the real
around,
hero of the adventure is Kuzus. We just didn't know it until now.
Didn't know it yet.
He's been around the whole time, but he's been like, just completely enthralled to this other
we
person.
Got some left? Yay,
Oh, we got more stuff, right? What else happened?
Jesus, yeah, I'm still typing.
Do we have more avatars?
Well, that takes care of
we have plenty. Yeah, we just handled like 3 in one shot. That was nice though. We have the war between Rend and Centenalian. That's gonna be fun.
We have to resolve that. I also have a resolution where John was saying that that castle up in the hills. So when Renard goes up to this castle and enters it, inside of this castle in an antechamber, he finds what appears to be a woman, a beautiful woman sitting upon this like cast iron throne. And she takes control of him. And now his eyes glow green, and now he's tied to whatever this person is. And she uses him now as her agent in this world. So we have to create another avatar for whoever's in this castle that he found.
Or is she gonna be something so much more powerful than an avatar?
Whatever we want to do, but he's her agent now. Like her agent for like her.
Otherwise, it was someone so powerful that the fox decided to be like, actually, this is the winning horse.
Well, in his mind, I like the idea you were saying, John. Like somehow he saw the place no one else could, so she like lured him up there like a harpy or a siren. So she may be even controlling him, not like you're mine. Like he may think it's all his idea, but it's not. It's her. Even though he thinks, I like the idea. Maybe he thinks that he found her, right? And like he's going to use her for whatever.
Yeah, but he's subsumed by her. So
he's subsumed by her. He just doesn't realize it.
What if the entity is more overt about it? Like when he enters, like he almost is in a fantasy realm in his head.
Yeah, I mean, he
shows up, and what happens is he thinks, "Oh, I have access to all this power, all of these things that are here and operational, and I have to secure it by going and getting this thing or doing this thing." but really, she's there. He doesn't even know she's there, and he's being sent on missions for her, not even realizing it.
I guess I kind of like the idea of him knowing that she was there though, because it gives us more interactions in the world with what she is, instead of her just being something that no one knows about at all except for us. But yeah, I mean,
I'm really terrified of the idea of Kuzis like plotting revenge on like a lot of things now.
Oh, he's going revenge on the
Oh.
Horde.
For
sure.
He's going to destroy some bad shit.
But I don't know. Would he even see himself as a Sithic anymore after all this time? And the
I'm
fact
not sure what.
no other oozes rose to his.
Oh no, I don't think he's even cares about the other oozes. He's just pissed.
Yeah.
Like you look back at how long him and not a Chroma, but the other one.
Years.
God, geez, yeah, it was several hundred years. Yeah, because he's been
several thousand.
Yeah,
because he's from
Jeez,
age.
I mean, yeah, there's a few. Yeah, I think it was like, was it like age round 2 or 3 of age 1 that they melded? It was bad.
So that's.
So do we want to resolve these two wars we have going on now?
We need to, yeah.
Okay,
absolutely. All right, so we have Kayadun trying to roll up and still. They actually don't want to destroy the rest of the city. They just want the thing, but that's
when they get there, they realize the thing is built into the city.
Yeah,
so,
and Shadar,
and
do they even fight, or are they like do they think it's like a holy site? Like they're like, oh my god, they built a temple to the thing that we revere.
If it was a holy site, then that just means, in my opinion, I think they would look at it and say, "Oh yes, they prepared the area for the sacrifice."
Maybe.
You're like,
well, first of all, do the Anthropomorphs have anything left of their army that exploded into this place? Probably not, right? They didn't build an army.
No.
So is Shadakar going to just submit? I don't know.
No, I think the Shadakar are going to try to detonate anything else inside of there, but they're going to work their way into that city.
So
like maybe the fact that the Death Star is not fully destroyed, they're like, that's not supposed to be. We need to fully destroy this thing with us here. That's what we're doing. But they don't have to tell Shadakar Wallace and the rest of the Anthropomorphs while they're there. They could just say, we're here for this holy site.
Well, it's a big death cult, right? I imagine they
would. Yeah, it's a huge. Yeah,
get the next device that might be needed to blow up the world.
Yeah. So,
because like
there's several ways we could do this.
It's not just a culture that's light death culty. It's like a whole culture's death cult, right?
We haven't really had the Kayadun be like a very aggressive physical group yet. I mean, to me, they've been more of a.
Well, they did build an army recently, just for the intent to go kill folk.
Well, I think their intent was to go and like get that.
Okay, I got it. They get there, and they see that there's tons of undead in this area because of the death stuff that happened last round. When they crashed here, there's undead all over this city,
and the null giant,
and undead death giants, right? So there's so much undead. Would they attack the undead? That's essentially the army they would have to attack, because that's what's there.
No, what if they make a base of operations out of it, though? I think most of these people would be necromantically leaning, right?
So does Shadakar Wallace align with them then to save what's left of the Anthropomorphs? Here,
I don't think. I don't think that he would willingly sacrifice his people. I don't think that.
So what if they align for now, but he's planning on some kind of like guerrilla warfare to like retake the city eventually?
But the Kayadun are actually thinking that eventually they're going to just try to blow up the rest of the Death Star.
Yeah, so he submits to them with the intent of next round doing other shit.
Well, I was going to say, what if instead of submission, they just go straight off? They find the old Coatl like facilities and things, and they hide off in the mountains and they hide off in the trees and go straight to guerrilla warfare right away.
It's not a bad idea either.
Okay,
so then the Kayadun are going to be attacking the undead that are there then, right? That's what they would be attacking.
But they attack them though.
Directing them.
Well, they're not. The Kayadun aren't necromancers. The Meerkat are necromancers, and they were aligned.
But the Meerkats and the Kayadun were working together.
That's what I mean. So are there Meerkat are the Necatonians with them? Like, is that order?
I would think so. I would think they'd have some with them.
Okay, so they just double.
kind of-
So they just
Plus,
double the size of their army
They
immediately.
have, well, I mean,
Yeah.
they have to have their own necromancers. It just means they're not like the best necromancers so much, right? Like every race here has necromancers.
Worshipping death doesn't necessarily mean that you raise dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True.
They could be ones that don't raise dead, that just use death magic as opposed to
They
animating
just
death.
kill folk
Because undeath is kind of actually a mockery of death.
of death.
It
yeah,
is actually, yeah. If you
Right.
actually, if you believe in the natural cycles of things, you don't want dead.
Yeah. It's
So, yeah,
interesting.
dude.
Like,
So
what
maybe
Are
are
they a
they?
death cult in the?
Maybe
Yeah, they
they-
may not want undead, honestly.
Yeah, they might not like the undead because it's like a taunt to them not being dead yet, and the world not being dead yet.
Yeah, it's like an affront to what they believe in, because you're not dead or alive. You're like something else. You're outside of death.
I think the Kaiju would actually attack. Honestly,
They
Yeah.
might attack them, so they might be in a war with all that undead that's there.
So how about they? I don't think they'd have a problem trashing the undead because they already lean. Well, maybe that would make it harder, but especially with Meerkat help, if they get the Meerkat help. But I think that they might take the site over afterwards, either way, and call it their own, so they can keep doing research and try to.
and the
Start-
worst part is Wallace and his Anthomorphs are going to escape to the Coatl ruins and then find zombie Coatls up there.
Yep.
Oh wait, it brought everything from the past back.
No, we had zombies from like 2 rounds ago. All the koala got mummified by a fungus, or they got zombified by
remember?
fungus.
Oh, I thought I thought that was rounds and rounds ago. It must have been like 500 years between that and the
Yeah,
storm.
they just
They ain't dead. They're
dead.
zombies.
so much shit got zombified at the end of the other age.
Yeah.
Just like in the other world.
Man,
So the Kaidun are successful at repelling the undead.
Yeah. And allow their allies to the meerkats to absorb that undead into their own horde, their undead horde.
Okay.
the Quaddle zombie.
Even though there's going to be like problems later, because the Karadun are going to eventually turn on them because they're practicing reanimating undead. So it's like now they're giving them the army as long as they're still helping them, like giving them the undead.
So that storm, you said it was it the funk? What brought the Quaddle? Like what killed the Quaddle?
Yul
When they attacked
Yul-
the Myconoids.
No, well, Yul reawakened and like he zombified everything again. This is rounds and rounds ago. This is probably
No, I'm talking about the
First round.
Quaddle were like from age 1. They showed up to bring order,
Yes.
and they just
And
got
when-
murked
Yeah.
out real
when the
quick.
catastrophe happened and Yul woke up in this world too. When the races
worlds
combined,
collided.
when the worlds collide and the races combined, Yul woke back up and zombified a bunch of shit. It
Because
was like Quaddle,
The Coatl destroyed the Myconoids, but in the process were
Yeah.
poisoned and became zombies.
Well,
it
there
was
you go.
like the
H1.
Jabberwockies.
That's how the zombies came
Yeah.
about. I
Yep.
knew it as much as you.
It's like that. There's been a lot. Hey, we were literally on row 347 of my spreadsheet.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit going down. So,
Okay.
so we'll have to do a resolution. What happens with Wallace and are they able to secure the Coatl base from the zombie Coatls?
What do you think? I think so.
I think so, just because he's a freaking.
he didn't
he's-
roll
he's-
calamity or death.
Well,
Yeah.
they're different kinds of zombies, right? They're not technically undead. They're like shambling mound, right? Like
Yeah, they're
it's
like poison
actual
zombies.
fungus. Yeah, it's an actual fungus that's keeping them animated. So
Yeah.
maybe because he has cybernetics and stuff from the Animorphs, maybe they figure out a way to control that.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then send it later.
Or they're
out.
immune to their ability to be poisoned.
Oh, I like that. Maybe they're immune. They find out they're immune
They have natural
to
immunity.
the fungus. They can
They're
use the
genetic-
fungus as a weapon. Yeah,
Nice.
I like that. So Animorphs are immune to the fungus.
Yeah. I like that idea. Like from when they were on their old plane with the Null Giants in the first place. That's why the Shambling Mounds in the area didn't fuck up with the Null Giants. They're immune too.
Yep.
I like it.
And secure the Coatl ruins.
So now they have this Coatl army too of undead, or not
Yeah.
undead, whatever you want to call it, zombies basically.
They're
not
like the yellow creeper zombies, kind of like the
Yeah.
yellow. Yeah.
Like Princess Mononoke beasts. No,
I think in D&D technically it's still considered undead, but you know what I'm saying. They're not necromantic magic isn't powering them. It's just the plants are alive in them, controlling them.
All right. So what happens with who else do we have fighting each
We
other?
gotta do Rend and the Hawkmen and Rend.
Yeah.
Well, I have a couple ideas. I think the first thing he would do is use his absorbed kobolds, those radioactive kobolds he has absorbed in that room, to maybe outfit the Hawkmen with weaponry so they could actually fight. So use that technology absorbed from them. And then he has that laser he absorbed into the wall. So he has his own version of a Death Star ray. So they have a little bit of something. But now Rend has a sun.
Cosmic dragons and the sun.
Cosmic dragons and a giant fire dragon. A giant magma sun dragon thing in the sky.
a dragon that has turned himself into a sun at will.
Yes.
Because
some
things are
more
powerful than the universe.
So the question is do we want to get rid of our levers? I know we're having fun with it, but do we want to get rid of the levers? Because I'm seeing like a giant, I don't know, solar flare coming or something. Or, Bahamut, like Final Fantasy 14, like wiping everyone fucking out. So
I have a
suck for those.
Okay.
So the cybernetics turn off one day.
Yeah.
So using the levers in his final lever pull, and using the technology of the Warforges to absorb into the levers, he turns this whole wall into like a giant mecha Godzilla thing, and he goes and fights the dragon in space. So stay with me. So Sentinel Alien and the Hawkmen literally go up into space to fight the giant sun dragon, and Rend and her cosmic dragons.
Oh, okay.
So wait, do they create like?
So the Pale Gate's gone.
Something that's in pieces.
He uses like
Pale Gate come together to create. I don't know, some kind of like.
He figures out the levers were actually controlling like all the pale steel that's throughout the whole world, which is created by the ice dragon, the giant ice dragon, and he creates a mech out of it by pulling all the different he figures out the levers, creates a giant mech, and that mech and the Hawkmen, who are in radioactive armor, go up there to fight the cosmic dragons and the sun dragon.
So who wins?
Well, I mean, he's got pale steel.
Does anyone really win in this?
And he's got like a plasma cannon.
Hate my
full of lightning.
My pitches.
Oh, and the hold on, I have something for this too. The alien stuff that was next to the wall, it animates too when this whole thing happens. So he's covered in like a weird space regeneration shit, like regeneration vines all over his body, all over the body of the mech. To give it that little extra oomph so he can take a little more damage. All right, so what's your pitch, John?
It's gonna involve more stuff falling from the sky.
All right, let's do it. Okay,
Chicken fucking little.
So does Mecha Pale Gate win, or does Mecha Pale Gate win, or does the Sun Dragon win, or does something else happen?
I'm starting a second resolution on this one.
I don't think the Sun Dragon itself gets involved because he's like even above her.
He refuses to fight. She goes to command him, and he's like,
the Blue Dragon, right? The Blue Dragon didn't get up to fight. If the Blue Dragon got up to fight, Sun Dragon will get up to fight.
The Blue Dragon, the Lightning Dragon, and Blue Steel Dragon didn't get up to fight, but he's using parts of it to fight. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got like the plasma from the Lightning Dragon and the body of the Blue Dragon.
Yeah.
So does he really not get involved, or does she try to command him and he's like, bitch, I'm a sun.
Yeah, like I'm before you. I'm before
all.
That came together to make you.
Oh God.
Or this planet. You are born of this planet. Therefore, you're born of me.
Well, if it's Cosmic Dragons at Rend with the sword versus the Mecha Godzilla, I don't know, dude.
That's bad. That's really bad. So The question is, how does Ezra's and Crovexus feel about all this?
What the fuck?
Yeah. We gotta bring those guys in too.
And Yule too.
That's how they feel right now as they watch.
That's pretty much how they feel like. They're sitting back, like smoking cigars, like what the hell, dude?
Space. At some point in time, you have to start questioning all your land masses. Like, okay, where did I build my house?
Where did I build my house?
Oh, no blue still near my house. Oh, okay, good.
All right.
So my pitch for it is my pitch for it is that she destroys the Mechagodzilla, and it becomes like a belt of that blue steel asteroids that like surround the planet now. Like a belt of what was left of the Mechagodzilla surrounds the planet, almost like not a shell, but like a belt, like the belt of the Milky Way, like a bunch of heavenly bodies that are now floating up there in space.
And we could say meteorites of pale steel
can come
fall
down
back on the planet, but not in. No, you don't understand. I'm saying like
not this age, not this age.
Iron meteorites we find today, like this, so that it becomes a rare metal to find.
Yeah.
In the future. Okay. Not so that it blows a third of the world up.
Should we do like this percentage thing, like 1 to 33, one of them dies, 33 to 66, they both destroy themselves, and then like 67 to 100, the other one wins? Like, how do we want to do this?
I was thinking maybe we could do something with the sword. Like, since Ren is full on using the sword, like maybe what's her name fucks her
Alatun?
From like inside the sword. Yeah,
Alatun.
Like gets like her final revenge and shit at like the key moment when she was gonna win.
What if? Wait, where is the sword now?
With Ren?
With Ren, she has it.
So like the soil fails on her during combat.
Well, what if we said Ezra's and Cravaxis, right? So
yeah,
Ren thinks that she is the most powerful thing in the world. So this whole thing with the loon was set up by Cravaxis and Ezra's for her to create the sword, because they figured out that if they got all of her power into that sword, that she would think that she got her power back, but in actuality, Elune had the whole time. So Elune getting absorbed into the sword was part of the plan. She was like her final sacrifice, so that she would be in the sword when Ren went to use it during this game moment.
That she would
eventually use it, and when she did, Elune would fuck her.
Nice.
I was gonna say not to get rid of Ren altogether though. Like she would be stuck in the solar area, wounded.
What if she's stuck in the halls and all of her power is gone? So she's not a god anymore. Like the sword, Elune takes all of her power, it goes into the sword, and she's nothing. She's just lives out the rest of her days, what she has left in space in this place with nothing around her.
So she loses all her power. She can't even run the game.
Loses her avatar status, everything else.
She can't run the game. She's not an avatar anymore. Well, she's like Crovexus and Reza. She still exists, but she doesn't have the power anymore. But it doesn't mean she can't take part in the story somehow. And she won't die ever. She's immortal. So she's forever, for all time.
She's trapped there. Like,
for all time she's stuck there on the temple.
She could run the game, but she's trapped.
Yep.
And she can never leave.
Never leave, never do anything else. All she can do is oversee the game.
And she's surrounded by kobold golems,
which are now her jailers. They don't guard her. They're guards to make sure she can never escape. Yeah, so like everything she created is now her jail. It's like her prison.
But she can't create any new sub-race. She doesn't have the power to do that anymore.
She doesn't have the power to do anything except run the game.
She's not going to be an avatar at all.
Yeah.
And be a figure of the world.
Well, I don't know if she's an avatar. I think maybe she's like Crovexus and Ezra's, right? Like she's a character like in the world that exists.
Yeah.
Like call her, like
she's not gonna have avatar actions.
Yeah, call her like Rin the Fallen Queen or something like that. Like she can't do anything. She has no actions. And Elune can take her place now as an avatar, except that she's stuck in the sword like forever. So she can only function if the sword's being used by somebody else.
Yeah, I'll say I don't want her to have avatar actions unless she needs to have one.
Yeah, unless somebody discovers a sword or we do something with the sword.
Yeah, I say we can leave her on the avatar action list, but then we have to determine: does someone have her during this period? Does someone have her during this period?
I think the sword should either fall after the battle, after she does what she does. It should either be up there. I don't want to be in the same place with Ren. It should be either in space or maybe on this Earth somewhere, like falls like Thor's hammer and shit, like into some place here,
deep and far away.
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't we randomly roll to see where she lands?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. And John, you were saying about the meteors. What do you want to do with the pieces that fall back to Earth?
Just that
it's like a rare metal thing.
Of metal, like
all right.
and something else.
Like small meteors,
pieces.
nothing like big that
means that
fucks it up.
it's dispersed, but extra rare in later ages. Excuse me.
Okay, I had another thing for the resolution because we didn't do anything within this round. So the reef elves were getting jacked by the metal gnomes that were underneath the reef where the that heavenly body crashed. So I want the metal gnomes to be doing the same thing to the reef elves that they started to do to the Macan. So now there's going to be like metallic reef elves that are infused with the metal gnome shit, the star metal or whatever, like starting to creep into the reef. So metal elves or adamantine elves or whatever you want to call them. Star elves. I mean,
Star elves.
But they're there now. So it's a sub race.
Okay, so hold on, let me make sure I go back because that other shit with Alatoon and all that kind of got a lot going on there. All right, so Alatoon, under the order of Ezra's and Corvexus, sacrificed herself knowing that she could weaken Rend and fail her. So Rend loses all of her power and avatar status. The Pale Gate, the Pale Steel mech is destroyed and turns into an asteroid belt.
Yep.
And what happens to Centenalian?
I mean,
was he in the mech?
He is the mech.
He is the mech.
I'd say he's probably dead or asleep, or I don't know what you call it. Not
There's
dead.
A small black box floating in space with his consciousness in it.
Yeah, he's still yeah, dude. How about he exists in all the metal still? So it's not just like deposits of metal; it's like sentient metal, like down on the earth and shit that you can find. So you could build sentient weapons out of it or sentient armor out of it.
You use the base of that metal and magical ritual. You can make an intelligent weapons and armor.
Yep, items.
So his consciousness disperses into the metal.
So he's reached his final ascension too, just like Corvexus and Ezra's and Rend have now, where he's no longer part of the game.
In the play.
He's no longer in play with roles. He just when things happen to a resolution, if we want to put him in, we can put him in, or events.
Okay.
The Hawkmen with the radiated armor, I think them and the Cosmic Dragons make it out of the conflict and are still around. That's what I think.
Okay.
But now they know each other, I guess, and now the Hawkmen realize they can go into space if they have this special armor on that's made out of these.
So now we have Space Marines, huh?
So we have Space Marines now. Yep.
Yeah. Who probably roll around on Cosmic Dragons.
Where
you want to make them align? Ooh, I like that.
Hell yeah, why not? They'd be like, dude, why would we align?
For sure, they align.
Guess where she falls?
Where'd she fall?
I'm not even joking. I rolled a 19 across and 23 down.
Mark
Guess
it.
what that is?
Right on the fucking Magma Dragon's head?
No fucking way. Where the Magma Dragon was?
5,
oh, that's so dope, dude.
8, 9, 10. I'm double checking. 11, 12.
So she's down in the ocean.
16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 20. Literally the same square.
Oh my god. See, dude, how does the RNG always fucking happen? That makes perfect sense.
Like, I need to find out how I can move this just so that people understand that is legit. That's insane.
That's pretty funny.
That's serendipity at work.
Oh,
the Hawkmen now align with the Cosmic Dragon.
That's right.
Dude, and not only do they work together now, the Hawkmen now and the Cosmic Dragons announce themselves as the protectors of space. So they're not just aligned, they're like Green Lanterns, basically. Like, they protect everything. What do you think? Like,
I like that's badass. I'm totally thinking like Space Force.
Like Space Force.
I would say I really like that in one aspect, which is Centenalia's original intent was
to protect.
As a protector. And then the world went
crazy.
And
so I bet you the Hawkmen now know they probably forged their weapons out of that metal.
So in the end, he did protect everybody, or at least he thinks he did, because he was afraid that she was going to destroy the world.
Ooh, I got an idea for an order. So
next round for sure. We got a couple more things. We got to do the Seeker, Barak the Seeker, and what he finds. If he finds anything on these giant tunnels underneath.
Yeah, I'm thinking like below the mantle, crusty stuff of the earth, the core of the earth is just a prison. So it's like all these mechanist pieces throughout all of it.
I fucking love it.
Got into, like,
So
what would be
he
the cool
finds
layer.
the first level of the prison system. So now our world just isn't one box; it's multiple boxes and multiple locks and multiple prisons. So why don't we roll something here and see if he finds what he finds in this prison level? Like what's here?
I was thinking the first thing he finds is just like the maintenance shaft, the one that you could follow across
No, but
anywhere and pop up somewhere else in the
He
planet.
finds a grid showing the map.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
if he finds
like
what if he finds what this area is though? This first
Like you are here.
figures out, and in this area is this specific thing, like a type of creature or a type of monster that's held here.
Yeah,
Like the steel predators.
Yeah, like we can make whatever we want. Like I'm thinking maybe it could be like maybe he finds some old ancient minotaur that's like the minotaur that's supposed to be in the labyrinth.
Actually,
Like it's
hold
like
on.
the first
What
one.
happens if he finds the essences of like Ezrus or Corvexus or something like that? Like he learns that these high-powered things are actually tied directly to this prison system.
Okay, I like this. So what if when we take something out of play, it's being taken out of play literally because it's getting absorbed into the prison system? So when Ezra thought he became ultra powerful, what he really did was fuck himself
himself
and
on a
put
list.
himself in prison.
Yeah, he put himself on a list.
So Corvexus is in prison, but their prison isn't a prison. It's like a plane, or it's like a place where they don't realize they're in prison.
Exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking. When you get into each level, what each level actually would end up being would be something like a mini pocket plane.
All right, I got an idea. How about he finds a level that's filled with animorphs, and the king of the animorphs in this level is Demon Bear. So he finds what happened to Demon Bear after Demon Bear supposedly died. He's stuck in this prison level. So the first level he finds is the animorphs avatar here in the prison level. What do you guys think? So we can take the avatars we've killed already and move them back into the story because they're here.
Well, actually, what I was thinking of saying is like, is he finds it, but is he able to like cross whatever threshold needed to interact with the people inside?
I mean, maybe he can. Maybe that map he finds isn't a map. Maybe it's like it is a map, but maybe it's like an artifact, and this artifact allows him to go into these places if he wants.
But maybe only for a certain amount of time, or he'll be absorbed.
Or he can only have so much interaction before he might get stuck. But it allows him to enter these planes, these separate planes.
Really makes me ask a bunch of questions about like.
So what if we call it the map of Megatrix? Since Megatrix was supposed to be our prison, was supposed to be our limbo plane of where things went when they died.
Well, Magnetrix, yeah.
So this is so like the whole prison system is Magnetrix, basically.
Dude, it's hot. I'm so excited.
Do you see what I'm saying? So like when that other shit happened, the question is, did the prison plane exist before they fucked with time and space and brought another world here? Or did it all happen because they fucked with time and space and brought the world here? Like, which is it?
Which came first?
Which came first?
And like when the intent was made for the prison and the original thing that was put here with the dragons and all the other stuff involved, you walk that back and you go, but
wait a second.
There's also this design for the post that they would know would play into the.
So did Magnetrix combine with whatever the original prison system was? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's all kinds of narrative stories you could tell now. Like,
or did Tim Porce know this was going to happen, so he set things in order? Who knows?
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So the manipulators think they're manipulators, but they're not really. They're not really manipulators.
Is Dishala? Yeah, they might actually just be mechanisms of a system.
Dude. Yeah, like a giant simulation theory. Like basically, they think they're doing shit, but they don't. But they're not really doing shit.
Realm Guardian Walker suggested by Dishala.
I think that's everything we need for resolution.
Okay.
So we should 10
to take a 5 or not 15, a 10.
Yeah,
take a 10.
Swing back.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, you guys take a good break. We're gonna be back in 10, and we'll find out what happens in the next round. And they set the end of our age. No, we got 2 more rounds.
2 more rounds after,
later, and then we'll be wrapping up our age again. Okay.
It happens. So we're going to start round 6 of age 2 we're going to be rolling in just a second to see who starts in what order. We'll be starting back off at creation phase. So we're going to go ahead and do that and get that started.
Okay. So again, for everybody, creation phase lets you create an order, create an avatar,
do.
race. Watch me roll 2 4s and go.
Nope.
First.
All right. So it's going to be Pookie, then John, then me, and then Steve. So that's going to be our order.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Pookie.
He's like,
All right. All right. Seeing the turmoil of the world, I'm going to create an order called the. See, Steve had these names already. Okay, I'll call them they're called the Traxian. So in their order of Slad, they're going to show up in the city of Valhalla.
And what's their order?
it's the Traxians, but what do they do?
The main job, their order is to infiltrate the local governments or local cities and take them over, much like the Slad used to do back in the first age.
Okay.
We will go to the greatest, the nicest of places, and that's where we turn the tides.
I think you missed your job. I think you missed your calling and
What?
Mr.
I think you missed your calling and voice acting.
Oh, if only. So it's on me now?
It's on you.
It's on you
Okay.
now, dude.
So here's my order.
We're all doing orders, huh? Okay. Apparently.
Since there's a brand new Sith here. No, so what it is, it's going to be the Hawkmen, right?
All right.
They're going to create a special order, and it's their elite warrior cast is the ones who create the order. And they do it, the ones that were personal guard or governmental guard, like the equivalent of Secret Service, Capitol Police. They
So I'm thinking of like Hawkman with like little like, yes, Mr. President.
no, but they worked for Centinalia, right?
The eagle is leaving the nest.
All
All these metaphors are way too on point because we have feathers.
Left this nest. Okay, no. Okay, before this goes. Okay, so the idea is they actually know that the metal is sentient. They know it's from the person who, in their mind, sacrificed
Save the
himself.
world, bro.
Yeah, they thought
Yeah.
he was saving the world from some threat they didn't even realize existed. And when he dies, all of the crazy shit happening around the globe stops. So they believe it. He was the one that stopped the crazy stuff.
Yeah, they don't realize it was him doing all of it, but yeah.
So 1 second, just so I understand, the ancestors or the primators of these Hawkmen were the Salmen, who also believed that their leader sacrificed himself to save the world.
Everybody likes to believe.
So the whole society is built upon these two people who sacrificed themselves.
That's true.
Got it.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
now
Salmon.
they create a creed, an understanding, like the Mandalorian. This
Like the Beskar armor.
Yeah, this
Yes.
tail is only to be used by Hawk people.
God.
Only to be used by people who have deference to
And make them
who created
make them never show their face, because Centenalian is in everything. So like they lose their personalities and they become the fucking steel, bro. Like they don't show their faces. They don't have families anymore. They are 100% devoted to the steel.
So are they the Brotherhood of the Steel?
Well, I really love the Brotherhood.
Kind of like that.
That's
Brotherhood of Steel.
No, that is dope. But here's the thing, though. I want the originator of the thing to not be like by the time it gets to where there are people that only wear the armor and never take it off and are completely consumed, and actually maybe even let the intellectual elements and ego of the weapon take them over. I would like that to be something if it happens further down in the timeline, as like this order rifts into multiple pieces of how serious they take
Oh yeah,
their original person. Like some people take a die hard all of a sudden, while other people have that's Brotherhood of Steel and Fallout. But
I know.
Yeah, it is.
It isn't Fallout, but it's
You
a
can
great name.
you call it the Brotherhood of the Pale Steel or something like that.
I know.
Well, you can also take Brotherhood. You can find a better word for that. Something aviary, right?
The Flock of Steel.
Flock of Steel, dude.
Steel.
That's kind of hot, actually.
Flock of Steel goals.
Flock
Steel goals.
That's terrible.
Steel goals. No, it's not, dude. It's awesome.
Flock of Steel. We're going to do Flock of
They have,
Steel.
and they have a fucking theme song too. And all their helmets have like a waft in the top that looks like
a little
bad,
like little wings. Yeah.
Like bad hair.
Yeah, like bad hair. Yeah, like little...
yeah,
a faux hawk.
Are their shirts actually blouses? Is that what we're saying?
No, but so yeah, that's the order. And so the order is just starting. There are people who are trying to collect these things, mainly explorers and crafters and people who really small but really expert in their field.
Okay, cool. I got an idea for Steve's turn at the end.
So create sub race, but nothing to do with the Hawk people. I want something to happen with Laser Mane being imbued. I want him to create I want him to basically give birth to, because he's like a neo druid, he awakens. I don't want to say awakens like we already have Trents, but maybe actually, you know what? He creates a sub race of living golems, like
shambling striders.
No, like literally like elementals, but they're
What
more.
If we do methods? Because we did methods for the forge or whatever, or not for the forge, for the thing that the dwarves have, right? We made a place where there's methods who run a forge. Maybe it's like that, like their methods, like mud methods or earth methods or
earth methods.
Like earth methods.
Yeah.
So they're, because methods are elemental creatures, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yes, they're elemental creatures. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't do a stock elemental. We do methods.
All right. So yeah, create sub race earth methods, and they generally are staying over there where Laser Mane's staying,
helping build.
Yeah, because they're using the land now, so it's almost like the land giving back to them, basically. Dope, actually.
Until some of the old really rough crew of Animorphs find an elemental and decide to use it as a house by killing it and then carving out its middle.
Yeah, to use it as a shit box. No problem with that, bro. Yeah, you can't just use any method as a shit box.
Hey, are you made of sand?
It's unconstitutional.
That's unfortunate for you.
Yeah, because we're all cats around here, so we poop in the sand.
That's right.
You have to do this? You know, the creator made me sentient enough to understand what you're doing.
Don't take a cheese grater to my ass, please. Oh no,
please
all
don't.
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna create the founder of the Order of the Pale Steel, or the Brotherhood of the Pale Steel, and his name is Letty. And
he's an avatar.
He's an avatar, and he is secretly a Slod infiltrator who created this order specifically for the purpose of being able to control this scintillating metal that's all around the world. So his Slod name is we gotta come up with, instead of Darth, we have to come up with something like Darth, dude. So I'm thinking maybe not Shadow. His name is Whisper Letty. So they call themselves Whispers.
Okay. Whisper.
Because their control is all about controlling your mind. It's not about aggressively controlling people with force. It's about tricking them into doing whatever they want. And like John said, he purposely does not use any of the metal. Because he knows what it is. He knows it's all connected.
All right.
Fractured consciousness.
Yeah, he's scared that Centenalian's still in there and will figure out what he's doing.
Yeah,
he purposely doesn't use it.
So that all it takes is a Slod to have been somewhere in the inner circle, seen the death, realized the.
Because remember, Slod isn't a creature anymore necessarily.
No, it's
You might have an ancestor that was a Slod, but more than likely you're just a person who's adopted this creed.
And he's gotten far up into
Hashtag Sith.
the opportunity.
Hashtag D&D Sith.
By channeling this old martyr's power and being the one channeling it, he's the one that's piggybacking on the power himself.
No. Oh yeah.
So he probably becomes a community leader or maybe even a nation leader as a result of establishing this order for such a popular figure.
He's already an avatar, so he's already special among the Hawkmen again. So, and he's got to be one of the Salmon Hawkmen. Like he's that one that has like salmon blood in him too. So because his ancestors from the old world when the Slad actually existed.
This is true. This is very true. So
the Slad existed on this world.
They do.
Yeah, but they weren't in power. Like by the time we got to this age, like where the Hawkmen came here, the Slad were so weak.
Yeah.
But since he existed, since his ancestor is a Salmon, technically exists salmon blood.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he existed back in the old world.
Gotcha. I get what you're saying. The old world, not the old world. The other world. The old world. This world before the change.
So we're on command phase, and now we're
command phase.
We're on John.
The world before the world.
Command.
No, it's me. I'm first, dude.
Yeah.
I try to take my turn.
Who
do you think you are, Steve?
Give me that time. Command race, command city, or command order.
Okay, so they lost their city, right? The Hawkmen lost both their city. No, they still have their city that's above.
Their city's still there.
Well, no, I'm saying the blue.
They lost their city that was on the.
It was just the pale wall.
No, they had an underwater city that was at the bottom of the wall. It's gone now.
They built so much shit into the wall. Yeah.
Okay, so
city. That's about it.
Letty is in command the race to go back down to the ruins of what's left of the city that was on the wall and remake it, but make it so it's even more grand than it was before. So now he's rebuilding the city of Protocowl area.
Yeah.
So would we say that there were still rural areas on the ocean bed that had?
Yeah, I'm assuming there's part of the city is still there, but it's all destroyed from when the wall
just wondering.
left.
Okay, so now it's on me: command race, command city, or command order. Okay, so since we're already here, it's like each age we focus a lot on one thing and then a couple other things. I'm gonna go ahead.
Have so many turns.
That Letty.
Oh gosh. Is it Letty or is it Levy?
Letty, like Leti.
Oh, Letty. Okay, thank you. I was confused.
He's going to start.
It means wolf in like Latin.
Oh, nice.
He's going to start his order persecuting anybody who has this pale steel across the entire continent, sending out small squads of 3 or 4 elite warriors to track down people who have talked about finding sky metal that's pale blue, killing them indiscriminately.
So no one knows about it. Yeah, I like it.
Taking it all.
Cone of silence.
And they go
cone of silence.
Fly and swim.
Yep.
They go
breathe both air and water, so they can find all of it.
Now, the only thing is they have not yet developed a technology necessarily that helps them track it down, or a magics, maybe. But they could in the future. So right now it's word of mouth, things like that. Oh, we found this. Oh, you did.
Like it.
Okay.
Your turn, Corinth.
Corinth. Oh, let's see. I don't want to do the flock of steel shit. There's so much other shit going on.
We'll do something else.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Steel goals.
Steel
goals, dude. Better watch out for them steel goals, bro. Of course, tell them by their bitchin' hairdos.
Yeah.
They always flocks. At this point in time,
Kaiju are going to begin to research the technology on the Death Star.
Oh,
Cara Dune. Okay.
the
Yeah.
car Dunar.
Yeah, Kai Dune, yes.
Sorry. Kaidu.
So they find the teleportation technology. That's the
Yes.
first thing that was at Proteus Ridge was teleportation technology.
Yep.
Nice.
Ooh, Death Cult teleporters.
Who's taking Steve's turn?
Okay. I can
You can take it, John. Go for it.
Okay, so command race, command city, or command order. Let's see. We will. Okay.
So I have an idea. If you don't have an idea,
Okay. I take your idea. I was gonna do something for the Animorph City, like
okay.
Um,
My only idea was that since we have slot infiltrators, since they basically built a city, since the slot infiltrators know so much, why couldn't one of the infiltrators bring back information about the Jedkas and their, plasma swords? Because what's a Sith without a plasma sword? So,
Okay.
just thought.
So they take the technology,
Yes, that's an idea.
the now unused technology.
That's what I was thinking. But what were you thinking, John?
Oh, I was gonna create a wonder for the Animorphs, like a port diplomatic thing, a UN type situation.
You would.
Bad stuff is
Which Animorphs? The laser main Animorphs or the
Yeah.
Shattercar Wallace Animorphs?
If it's Wallace, it would have been technology on siege or explosives. No, for Animorph Lasermane.
All right,
Like,
so
pain and damage has scarred the earth, that we all should come together in peace and discuss our issues before we blow each other up again.
What if
So
he?
they greatly-
What if he creates his council and what's left of the sound, the vocal, the larynx,
yeah.
of the dragon? So he creates like an amphitheater basically, where people can go to
Like a great forum.
talk, a great forum, an amphitheater, like the Romans did.
So he
And-
creates a council in the remnants of the larynx.
Yeah.
Yeah, he invites all the diplomats from foreign leaders. I assume means that, like, let's say however many races decide to join, 70% of those are slod.
70% of those are slod.
You know what happens on a
Because it's the Senate. Yeah, I know.
one person?
Yeah. All right. Conquest phase.
Cinder Palpatine.
Okay, conquest phase.
Conquest phase.
Oh, I'm first.
They're claiming.
Yeah.
All right. The Shattercar Wallace Animorphs, the Wallace morphs and their fungal comrades, I guess, that they have controlled, begin to launch guerrilla warfare against the city of the Death Star, the city they built, which has now been encroached upon and is occupied by the Cara Dune.
Pew pew pew.
And they're doing this a lot they're going to use the fungus to their advantage. So they're going to start turning a lot of their soldiers into allies, basically, by infecting them with the fungus.
Now, the fungus is different than the undead storm undead.
Yep.
Yes.
The fungus
That's why it still works on them.
infect the undead.
Infect them. Yep.
Okay, cool. I was
Well,
wondering.
the Cara Dune aren't undead, so I mean, anyway,
No.
They're not them. I just meant the other undead in the area. The meerkat we're helping with.
Yeah. It wouldn't infect them. It wouldn't do anything. It just undead on undead.
I mean,
Well,
it
Undead crime.
could grow. It could grow on them and shit, but it wouldn't control them.
It wouldn't control them. Yeah.
Oh, it wouldn't? Oh, okay.
No.
I wouldn't think so.
I mean, I guess you could.
That'd be a hell of a massacre for the
in real life, the fungus can control an ant, make it kill itself, and they still control an ant. Like fungus can actually do that in real life. But I don't want to go that far with it. I'm just saying, like the undead nature makes them uncontrollable by the.
Gotcha. Because they're actually undead through magic.
They're actually undead. Yeah.
Okay. Whereas the koala ones are undead through fungus. Gotcha.
To the fungus among us.
Yep.
It's the Last of Us Quaddle style.
It is.
Bunch of
All right.
people.
John,
All right,
it's your turn.
John, it's your turn. Conquest. Dead air.
I know it's on my dancing.
Do you dance during dead air? Unfortunately, dancing is a visual medium, so the air would.
It
Still
is a visual medium.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and
It's true.
say that
Oh man,
ISO Weckplek.
Damien's over here being a dirge singer. Dirge stand up.
Dirt.
The best bard ever, aka.
Yep.
So Weckplek and
Oh yeah, we didn't even go into them. I forgot. I think they should both be. They're basically just the other Kaizus. So I think Kaizu should get two. Kaizu should get 2 avatar actions because he basically has 2 avatars.
I could be down with that.
So what is Kaiser? Kaiser's intent is just revenge.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Specifically
against the Horde and the Blue Goblins who destroyed his best friend.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
blue. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, they fucked up.
Idiots.
Yeah.
They made a mistake.
They made an unfortunate life decision.
How much power could Ren put into seeing that he's ancient and sits on a throne of power, and who knows how much of Prox rubbed off on the Ren of the area?
You mean Kuzus?
You
Or
mean Kuzis?
Kuz's half of the merger.
Weave? You mean talk about the Weave? The Weave is dead.
Yeah, I know, but Kuzis was part of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the second. He was the other half of it.
He should probably be near the most powerful anyway,
Well,
right?
wasn't he like?
Basically.
Wasn't he like? He was ascending.
He fully ascended by the end. He was fully ascendant.
And then so separating from that ascension, which the ascension was the merger, that ascension then also sat through Prox sitting right above it for the 1500 years straight.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
again,
Prox is
And then-
probably
the tier for the Scar Elves and all that, and the explosion that happened right down the road from it.
the way I'm looking at it is I think that he's a Kaizu he's supposed to be like Kravex to everybody else. He's supposed to be in the prison now because he's fully ascended. But because he wants this revenge, he's like blowing through his power. So he's eating through these other 2 that he's attached to.
Actually,
So he
yeah,
has limited time to do stuff this round before he's going to get sucked back into prison
Well-
because he's already ascended.
actually, that's what I was about to
Yeah,
ask. If he had enough power to do this,
he could do this round. Yeah, this round he's going to get 2 actions.
Goblin Avatar, Whackplack,
What
Back-
you want to do?
Goblin Civilization, and wait, Wackaplack was the Avatar that went out there.
Yeah,
so,
he's fucked.
so could he send Wackaplack back to the Blue Goblins and literally blow them up nuke style?
Sure.
I mean, why not?
That's an avatar action though, or an event. It's not a conquest because he's an avatar.
Okay, well then,
So you got to choose like if an army is moving this round or whatever else.
You gotta do something way less like impressive.
Way less. Yeah, you could do it next round for sure. I mean, I guess you could do it this round. It's not what it's supposed to be for.
yeah, no,
I mean, you could say
gotcha. This
Well,
phase.
you could
this phase
command
we
the
definitely
army.
do.
You want to
You-
command the
You command the Blue
Goblin army to do
Goblins,
something?
or
Okay,
if you want to say he's back among them and nobody knows that Kaizus has control of them, that totally makes sense to me.
but I
That's
can't-
probably what he did.
I can't give the army commands they wouldn't take though, probably without
Not
saying-
to kill themselves, but you can send them to attack somebody else that will get them killed, or do something stupid.
Sell them to attack the
divide them.
horde.
Tell them to attack the horde, divide them. There's all kinds of stuff you can do if you're sowing discontent or
the Blue Goblins have an army, and then
an
they'll
army.
send that army to attack the city of Shiosei Shichi.
The
Coastal assault.
The Trogs.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh no, those are the Trogs. Then what? Who's in the middle?
I don't know if they're the Trogs or not.
hold on.
I thought the Trogs were further over to the right.
So,
I
yeah,
guess
the Shiosei
That might be
whatever it
their
is,
naval.
That's,
That might be right. That's their naval city, I think. Where all
that's a
the
naval city.
primal lizard folk are from
Yeah.
the other world.
Jesus.
that's what they're attacking. They're
Okay.
to attack that spot.
Okay.
Do an
Attack.
amphibian.
Primal lizard folk. All right.
All they do is destroy the army.
Storm the beaches of Shiosotsi.
Yeah. And
All right.
under well, hell, since
It's your turn, D. Or I'm sorry, Corinth.
well, hell, since Kuzis is going for broke, he's going to send a large portion of the horde to the hunter's labyrinth.
To just take it over.
Yeah.
To which land?
So he's dividing them. He's dividing them while they get attacked. Okay.
Yes.
I like
The Hunter's Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Just to
guard it, I guess.
Well, he also knows it's also like a death place, like a death trap.
training
Yeah,
program.
where predators can destroy everything.
There's a new entry for the army. You have to go in through this labyrinth first.
No, he's going to basically have. He's going to have. I just lost their name. Freaking the Sento say, hey, you know, there's a powerful artifact here that we need to secure ourselves, and shit's going to go bad. So.
All right, on Steve's turn, the Reef Elves are going to create an army to fend off the encroaching Star Metal Elves that are starting to take over their whole reef and their whole society. So they're going to create a resistance, to being assimilated like the Borg.
Yeah.
They create an army. Steve's turn. Back to me. Events.
Okay.
So many choices. All right, I'm going to do the thing that I was thinking about since the last round. So this queen, this empress of this magical castle, she sends Renard out to bring back the acid dragon. So Renard quests to find the acid dragon. That's my turn.
All right. So
acid dragon?
Remember the giant acid dragon that just kind of went into the sea and never came back?
The one that
exploded out of the mountain.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, Johnny, do you want to blow some shit up?
Huh? Yeah, I mean, if it's my thing, so after all the warriors leave for their certain doom, then all of us. Well, do I have to roll for the avatar? I was just gonna say like,
it's your event. So
Black Jack didn't think it was gonna happen, but he blew up.
So he like Akira's himself in the middle of their civilization, kills all of them. Cool. All right. Beautiful.
Yeah, like he just walks in one day glowing. What's going on?
I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good.
The explosion could be seen by the Hawkmen and by the Proto-Lizardmen.
Like, what the hell was that?
Or the Lachey and the Treants felt a great loss on the plane that day.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But I don't know. I think he might reserve like whatever his ability is to blow up the other one until it's like the perfect time.
Yeah.
They have such a huge.
I heard a resounding silence, as if a million voices had been quenched all at once.
You and your quotes. I'm so jealous of you.
So
I can quote Spaceballs, that's about it. But that's a good movie to quote. So
only one man would dare give me the raspberry Lone Star.
Such a great movie. Such a great movie. All right. I'm trying to figure out what the hell we're going to do here. Some of the Hawkmen who are a part of the Flock of Steel give as a reward, they actually build barding for some of their cosmic dragons.
Shit.
All right. So.
Shit.
Cosmic dragons with living armor.
Well, no, here's the question too. The guy running it Slad, right? And he's trying to preserve as much of that so it doesn't get out because the power that can come back, etc. So what if someone who was just doing it with best intent, since they're like the direct ally thing? Or
Well, he doesn't
the
know that they're doing it. Like this is like they're just doing it to do it.
who the just Hawk people?
And
Yeah.
the Hawk people who are up in space, they don't have the Scintillating armor. They have like the armor from the Warforged that came out of the Pale Gate, but it's not the same. It's not. I don't think it's the same as the Scintillating armor that's all over the
from the gate,
Earth everywhere. It's from the gate before it was, I guess, transformed into before Scintillating. I always thought it was different. I didn't think that every Hawkman has Scintillating armor on.
No, yeah, actually, it wouldn't even be the blue steel barding. It would be like the radioactive armor.
Yeah, it's the radioactive armor base.
Gotcha.
So him giving a few select dragons Scintillating armor, I guess it wouldn't be every dragon. It would probably be only the ones that are inside the order. So we could say in the order isn't just Hawkman, it's Hawkman and dragons that are part of this order.
I say, do they do dragon mount riding?
Yes.
I mean, I guess it's like the thing through 4, like with the thing that can fly, riding a thing that can fly. But I guess.
But the thing that can fly is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Than the other thing that can fly. All right, on the last event for Steve. Let's see. Anyone have any ideas?
I got an idea. You said
what you got?
That bottom left moon lens island crystal thing turned green.
It was glowing green.
Yeah, so like it started switching colors. I don't know why or what part of the mechanism or any of how this would work. But I was going to say, yeah, that one there. It's because of some generation of power that's going into it because of the Automatron. The
Automatron is actually building up the power of the all-seeing eye.
Yeah. And then I want to find a way that the other lens is doing something as well now. Like with the magma thing, and or like that some kind of bridge of light is being created. I just want to like they're actually like serendipity.
I got this during the resolution. Yeah, I got you, John. I got it. All right, so both lenses are now being used to power the eye, right? So when we move to resolution, I have an idea. Unless you want to hear it now.
Well, let's wait. Let's go into our avatar phases first.
All
right. So hold on, So avatars, the weave is dead. Rend is no longer in play.
There's a new avatar though, the Barak guy.
Yeah. So Centenalian is out. Skarn is going to die. I'm assuming.
Yeah, he has an action this round though. Whatever it's
okay. So we'll do Skarn's action. Someone wants to roll for him.
Skarn is the other one about to get murked up by.
Yes.
By Kuzis?
Yeah. Kuzis, okay.
Ooh, is he the first in command, or is the guy?
No, Sento is.
Sento, it's a wonder. He finds a wonder. Where is he? You said he sent them to the Hunter's Labyrinth, right?
Yes.
All right, so he went with them to the Hunter's Labyrinth, and there he finds a mechanism that has a countdown. A countdown interface, and he activates it.
Okay, soldiers, I have to take my leave. Secure the area.
No, he just stays, and he does a really obnoxious laugh.
Well, I was just thinking that he would have the power to blow up even more people than if he could blow up himself a second time.
No, but I like the idea of the other guy blowing himself up, so this guy just blows himself too.
Because the other guy blew himself up with psychic energy.
Did a different way.
Yeah. Darn. I had this thought that there's a passing of command in the troglodyte / lizard folk /
primal lizard folk. Yeah, proto-primal.
So Kazis finds a way to pass this power, and in doing so creates a huge inaugural ceremony at which he would have a location where the most powerful and influential people in the entire civilization would be all brought into one spot. But he might just I get blinded by rages too.
Blinded by rage. He's pretty pissed off.
He could have brought them all to the Hunter's Labyrinth. I mean, that's why the army accompanied them to protect the entire place.
Like he brought a ceremony.
So, yeah, I got the idea. I get what you're saying. So he brought. Remember how we had that first time the cons got together and they chose a con. He does it again, but this time he chooses to do it here at this location, at the Hunter's Labyrinth. So basically, whatever's left of the army is probably all on this island here.
Yeah.
Like the vast majority of them are going to be here, including what's his name? Shinto.
Yeah.
Shinto would be here. Whoever the primal is, and Scar.
Well, the primal died. The primal died in that blast because
maybe he died. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a double agent.
Yeah. So they're all here.
Man.
All right. So next on our list we have is it's Shinto.
You gotta roll for him, John. See if he did anything before he came here.
Is Sento the retired one?
No, he's the troglodyte. He's actually the leader.
Current leader.
Skarn is the retired one.
He creates a sub race before he goes to the island.
Right before he goes to the island and die, he fucks something.
Or discovers one. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. You want to just handle that in resolution?
Yeah, we just do the resolution.
All right.
That sounds great.
I'll roll Renard.
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 Here comes the 11.
Hey, he creates a sub race.
All right, we can do a resolution.
Resolution, yeah. Resolution.
Anytime that salamander looks sexy.
Oh.
Well, he's the one that you can plot probably any race down anywhere because that's what he's just out exploring right now.
All right, this is for Lasermane.
Lasermane. That's a 5.
And a 5 is
Explore. Find natural wonder, ancient ruin, legendary dome.
Well, I mean, he's rebuilding in the ruins of his former town. So, does he find a wonder here?
So what he does is, you see these poles here.
Yeah,
that were used to anchor dimensionally so nobody could come in.
Yep.
He lets the vegetation grow over them, so it changes them from being dimensional anchors to, I don't know, what would be the opposite?
Like a portal,
like teleportation circles. Yeah.
All right.
Like a wild veil thinning.
Yeah, and these spots, like, you could teleport to other places on the map here.
Okay. Like the other ones, like they're all linked.
They're linked to other spots that we have to choose, I guess, wherever we want.
Okay.
To go.
All right.
Yeah, but they have to be
you
like
get to roll. You get to roll your Wallace.
They have to be in like natural areas, like tree stride. Like you come out like in
Yeah.
another forest or another area like that. Oh, for
That's cool.
Wallace.
You get to roll Wallace.
Who? Me?
Who? No.
Oh,
Pookie.
Pookie. Never give up. Never surrender.
So while going through these ruins here, Shadakar Wallace actually finds the plans for the original Death Star that they thought were lost to Malpheus alone.
For the Disc of Judgment, huh?
He finds the plans for the Disc of Judgment.
Oh God.
So wait, so you're saying there was another movie that came out later?
Yeah, in Microscope.
The plans
Yeah.
were actually found a different way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
That makes sense.
All right, I've got Kurgan.
No, you see, we stole him from here.
I got 2.
That's
Order.
order. So
He creates an order.
trade an order, or you can order in order to do things. So pretty much anything on the list, like command order or create order, anything to do with an order can be done. So you can have an order explore, spread beliefs, persecute, assassinate, aid in resolution to something else, or do whatever.
He's going to create an order of he's going to just call them Children of the Shadow. And their main goal is they're going to try to pull the plane of shadow into this world.
And this is in the Dampiers.
Yeah, the Dampier. Yeah, they're trying to pull the plane of shadow into the material plane.
Did
they basically work out of the Dark Tooth area, right? Where the
Yes.
they found a portal at. All right.
Yep.
So
and then
there's civilization all the way there in between all that. Like I'm assuming like all of this is probably Dampier race right there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, both these spots. Yeah.
Cool.
Here and here.
Dope.
Yep. All right, Barack the Seeker.
Barack.
Is that John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it could be you technically. It's Steve's turn.
So 7 is a army.
Oh.
So somehow
Is he able to pull souls out to form an army?
World. He is able to get an army?
Or does he find an army of like mechanical soldiers down there?
Or is
like
he pull
gatekeepers?
Pull more Scar Elves? Like, does he take the Scar Elf contingent that's left and pull them down there with him?
I could see that.
Forming a Scar Elf army of these dark Scar Elves.
The dark Scar Elves, yeah, the ones that are left over in the pit.
Yeah, the one that's still there. He pulls the rest of them down there with him.
Great. Like he goes back up and he says, "No, you guys don't even understand.
You need to get your asses down here now.
Everything's bullshit."
And then in doing, I got resolution 2. In doing this, he figures out that the map of the Codex is not what allows him to go into these portals. For some reason, Scar Elves can enter through these portals into these other realms. But
I like that.
Only Scar Elves can seem to do it.
Keeps all the magic of different types, whatever was used for this containment, whatever this was in its original state.
So let's go ahead and start the resolution phase with Barack.
Yeah,
okay, so Barack figures out that only Scar Elves?
That natural Scar Elves, not ones that were changed to Lachey, are the only ones that can pass through his portals. So the Codex he has isn't what's allowing him to do it. He basically figures out that any Scar Elf can go, but they can only go for limited times.
Only the dark Scar Elf, right?
Basically, they're Scar Elves. Basically, the army could be called the Dark Scar Elves or whatever, but any Scar Elf, can do this.
Oh, I was thinking maybe attached to the big ass laser that went through their area back.
Well, we didn't create an army for. I mean, we didn't create an order. It's an army that he created that round. So we can't make it like an order that's doing it. You gotta make it like them that's doing it if we're gonna do that. We create an order later. Maybe just connected to that beam.
Well, I was just thinking because
but those were the Lachey that got beamed, not the Scar Elves.
Well, that's what's the Scar Elves are the remnants of the Lachey originally.
Yeah. So I don't know if they were the remnants of them. We just created them over here in the acid, the round after the age after. We could say that they're a distant cousin of them or something.
They were like the refugees that finally kicked out over there. I thought.
Well, then because the Scar Elves that were in the acid area turned into Lachey again.
After
the thing exploded, after all that shit happened, the third or fourth.
Yeah. So any Lachey / Scar Elves that stayed in the area after the explosion never got turned back
into Lachey, correct? And these elves can go through the portal.
If you were a Scar Elf who stayed in this area, you have some kind of attachment to this original event.
Yep. It allows you for some reason to travel on this weird prison plane that's beneath the whole.
I think it's because that's when it got pierced. It pierced the original outer layer of the
energy pierced it.
Yeah.
It's like in their DNA.
It's a combination of the Disc of Judgment meets the wild magic,
or I
imagine
magic can probably. Actually, no. Let's just.
I think you should just make it the elves, dude.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like because the Eternal were for an outer system, like they're like the outer holes system.
Because the whole point of the prison is that things can't get out, right?
Yeah.
Like once they're in, unless you're like Crovexus and like Ezra's, you're affecting things outside still.
So each
layer
not
really doing it.
Maintenance ability by itself.
Okay. What else was there? Okay, the Hunter's Labyrinth. All right, so I'm gonna say that this bomb he sets off, it basically just fractures this whole landmass down here, dude. Just destroys. This whole thing is destroyed. The entire place. mountains crumble, giant earthquakes. It's all fucked up from this.
And
Giant...
remember, that was actually like really high up, so it like
it was
imploded
above the ground.
Basically, the entire labyrinth that the Yuncha created had a failsafe to blow itself up, so their technology could be preserved. I guess that's why Predator killed itself.
Yeah.
So it was basically like a giant failsafe that he set off.
So the whole thing comes collapsing back down to the surface.
I guess under the surface, probably into the ocean. Yeah, this is all submerged now, destroyed. Yep.
And Skarn will be quite dead.
Okay, the blue goblins. I got one for them too. Okay, so this giant psychic explosion that murders them all, it creates so much psychic turbulence and power that it reawakens procs. So all of the anamorphic oozes that were here that we said were asleep or resting or not part of the world are now erasing the world again. They're reawakened by this psychic energy from the blue goblins.
Nice.
So they exist again.
What about this? So this like lake over here of. Oh no, that changed.
I don't know what this is. I know all the lakes became like healing.
The Garrics. Oh yeah, so the Garrics are reawakened.
The Garrics are reawakened in procs. Yeah. Because remember before he said like we never figured out if they were wandering monsters. I just like I'm saying that they were asleep. Like they were.
Because they would. Why not? Yeah.
They were torpid, and when this psychic energy got released, and your idea for the teleportation, they turned the crystal, the Kyudin, unexpectedly because they gained the teleportation technology, and they using these their towers to bring energy to the ring. They create a Bifrost out of this crystal. So this dragon's eye is now a giant teleportation device that wants to figure out how to use it. It's like a giant planar gate they can use to go anywhere. It's like the Bifrost.
You're talking about the all-seeing eye, right?
The all-seeing eye is like now a Bifrost, basically. Now a giant teleportation device that they have control of. Because remember, they stole the technology like around before. So now the two things powering it are these two crystals they built. So if somebody destroys these crystals or whatever, it's probably going to shut it off. I'm assuming, but that's what turned it on.
What teleports through a hole that big?
Well, they control it, right? So maybe next round they develop the technology to actually control what they want to teleport in, like another moon or like it's the Bifrost. So like it could be whatever they want.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to age 5. The crust and mantle of our planet has now been ripped away.
Yeah.
This time we're playing on a solid orb of metal with layers inside of it.
So we still have So we still have to figure out what subraces Sento and Renard both create.
Yes.
So I imagine
how his quest to find the acid dragon goes.
Yeah.
So the acid dragon plunged into the depths of ocean.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's probably where he's going to start looking from the legend.
I think he creates an aquatic race to help him find the acid dragon. And I think it's got to be the return of the salmon, dude.
Oh my god!
Because their footprint is on this world.
Because he's an anthropomorph.
Everything.
So they exist already. He finds pods of sentient but idiotic, and he brings them back to civilization.
He finds some living caviar, and he reignites the salmon gene, so the true salmon return to the world.
I fucking hate that race so much.
They're back, dude.
I know.
Better than ever.
Better than ever.
I just keep trying to imagine them as anthropomorphs, and I just keep imagining like human legs and the body.
Like this giant fish head.
See, dude, I don't see them as actual salmon. I see them like pink humans, basically, like with gills. Like
and scales.
They look like people. They look like merfolk, but instead of blue, they're pink. That's how I've always seen them since you introduced.
That's better. That's a lot better than the fish head on the stick.
I think they're more like kind of like pink, like they're Atlanteans basically. Like
what
they're
about
our version of Atlanteans?
Fish folk?
We don't have the actual fish folk. We have prawn folk that are still around.
Your fault too, John.
Yeah, your fault too. So as far as the acid dragon goes, I don't think he finds him this age. I think he's still questing for him with the salmon now to find this ancient acid dragon.
So where are the salmon back at?
They haven't built a city yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I think he just we said whenever race is created, so they have to have
well, that's when they were originally bringing him in, but maybe they hasn't. He's Well,
I
I
think
guess
they
yeah, we need
settle.
some
I think they
base.
settle. They settle here in Proctacao area in this rebuilt city that's already underneath the water.
Oh yeah.
It's a perfect place.
Hawkmen are sending people down to rebuild it now too. So they
Yeah,
so it's
and they were aligned before, like
so it's like
Yeah.
their
create
ancestors returning.
its own civilization. It's a race inside of another civilization's borders.
Yeah, well, they could just. I'm just saying they make the city their own. I don't think the Hawkmen are going to contest it. Like they've known them.
Also, they're still like they remember them as brothers.
Yeah,
Like,
as brothers in arms, like the whole thing. So when they return, I think they'd probably allow them back with open arms. Yeah, 100,000 salmon
So are
returning.
they, but are they the salmon or are they the salmon kai?
No, they're just
No,
salmon
they're
right now.
salmon, like the original salmon.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Salmon.
original salmon, unless they lived in other spots in the world and he found them and brought them back.
However you want to say he does it, whether he did it
What I'm
by
saying-
creating them.
The original salmon gone a long time ago.
No,
Like,
they survived all the way to when the Hawkmen killed them. Basically,
I thought they started merging with the.
they did. They merged with them, so
So I
that's
thought-
why they don't
is this-
exist anymore.
Or is this one of the merged ones?
No. These are the
original-
original salmon race.
Salmon
The
race.
Hawkmen wouldn't recognize those folk.
No, but through teachings and your civilization, they know they exist. They aligned with them before they combined. The Hawkmen came before the combination, if you remember.
I thought it was
The Hawkmen came into the world before the combination, and
Okay,
were helping them protect the wall.
I thought it was after the combo. My bad.
Then when we combined them, we said instead of them killing each other, their societies just intertwined and made half and half creatures. Basically, they made Hawkmen that could like go into the water and shit, and they have pinkish feathers and all this other shit. We said like they exist before. So he found either remnants, like I said, or created them somehow. However you want to
He
say.
probably found a giant nest of eggs.
Yeah, and he brought them. He made them again, so they exist.
Yeah. Oh, no, I just thought that the combo between the monster and salmon happened before the Hawkmen showed up on the plane.
No, what happened was certain
The
salmon,
Hawkmen came onto the plane.
certain salmon became infused with Kayadun, and then the ones that didn't die were crazy monsters in the sea, and then somebody gave them sentience. I believe Crovexus gave them sentience. So then they create a race of sentient Kayas.
Because there's
Kaiju.
still monstrous
Kaiju.
There's still monstrous kaijus in the water.
There are, yes, but
They're
these are
just
the ones.
they're just monsters.
But the Kayadun are like half kaiju, basically is what they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now, Sento, what race does he create as the troglodyte before he gets annihilated?
Before he gets blown to shit.
Oh, fuck, dude. We just lost a lot of avatars. Like,
what if he makes his specialization was like explosives and shit, right?
explosives and like subrace stuff, like get down on the ground and shit.
Subterranean.
Subterranean, yeah. How about he does something with the Eternals?
That's what I was thinking with the dwarves.
Yeah,
Like maybe he makes a subrace of them that like specialize in the things that he did.
how about the Durgers?
I like Durger. Durger's a good idea. Our version of Durger.
Yeah,
Ooh. What if the version of Durger had troglodyte aspects?
oh yeah,
Like but it's a scaled creature.
it's like a scaled dwarf.
Yeah, like a scaled dwarf.
Yeah, like instead of enlarged, they have like a spell that blows shit up or something. Like they can cast like glyph runes, like exploding runes.
Yeah,
Like Glyph Warden or something, as like naturally they just make explosions.
Yeah, instead of proficiencies with like artisans related stuff, the race would be more about like
Tinker tools, yeah, for
Tinker
explosions
tools.
and shit. Yeah, crafting. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so they specialize in like bringing down walls and shit like that. Like their whole race.
So we have then Sento. So Sento and blah, I just lost his name. The blue one. Who's Waka
Waka
Flocka?
Yeah, Waka Flocka Flame, boy.
Waka Flocka Flame.
Right.
So Waka
They're dead.
Flock and Sento are both destroyed.
All right, and I have a little bit of
Well, not
resolution.
Sento, Skarn.
A revolution for this alien vegetation here. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was making a joke. I said, did Waka Flock die from the Kira like explosion?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was.
Well, I mean, you could say he went to a higher plane and awoke all of the original psychic creatures. So technically, he birthed the race again, I guess, by
Yeah.
killing himself.
I wonder how Corvexus is like. Oh
How
shit.
How often do you see a blue goblin?
Well, that's the
Goblin.
thing.
Watch out for them goblins.
See, Corvexus and Ezra still think that they're doing all this shit. So somehow they think. See, we don't have to say what they do anymore because now you
Yeah.
just assume that everything is happening. They think they're doing it,
Yeah. Yeah.
even though technically speaking, they're not doing shit.
No.
On their little
Yeah.
plane of existence, they think they are. That's interesting, but yeah.
This
I don't. This island here, I had the thought that it starts to wildly expand. So before the end of the age, it's like tripled in size. So
Oh,
this alien growth is starting to become less of a blessing, and it seems to be becoming more of a problem.
I have a question.
Yep.
Instead of it as like a landmass, its growth, it's so thick and big, it becomes like a landmass, but it isn't actually like dirt and soil landmass. So it's like layers and layers of xenobiology that are growing further and further off of each other.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like a monster basically, and it's absorbing the water and becoming just like bigger and bigger, like a giant super tentacled plant.
Yeah, like it becomes more and more viney, and the vines spread further and further out.
Yeah, and the stuff on it's becoming weirder and weirder. Like the fruit is becoming like all psychedelic colors, and
How about like
I mean-
it's actually more like far plane style like stuff?
Yeah, absurd.
or I'm thinking more like H.P. Lovecraft, like
Yeah, like very far plane-ish.
the color of space. Like it's a big,
And tentacles and shit are starting to come out like pseudo natural things.
yeah, but they're not tentacles. They look like plants still. So like
Yeah,
that's
only yeah.
it's like
but they're-
vines basically, like thick, meaty vines. Maybe even Venus flytrap mouths, weird flower blooms, weird things that look like edible fruit. Like it's this weird thing that's growing.
Kill things.
Yeah, maybe they don't know. Like they think you can eat it, right? We've established that you can eat it.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, the other vegetation in the entire world from it is starting to do the same thing. It's
Oh,
it's
shit.
not becoming it's not absorbing people, but it's getting bigger. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
the first harvest was double. This harvest is like quadrupled.
You're like,
it's
oh
more
shit.
and more.
I was just thinking about the
What?
first Hawkman that takes a stroll around the sky north of it and gets eaten by a flower.
Yeah, that'd be dope, dude. Like
Also-
like they're on patrol,
Like Little Shop of Horrors.
like Little Shop of Horrors, and they just get sucked up. So in Microscope, it's like a story of like a patrol of Hawkmen, and like they encounter it and they die, and nobody knows about it because they all fucking died. So we know, and the audience knows, but none of the rest of the races know yet.
Let's see. I don't want Kurgan to be able to pull like this stuff's like definitely maybe I think the trying to pull the plane of shadow into the material realm, we can save that for the end of round 8. That might be something to deal with some kind of cataclysm event.
Ooh.
I think
I-
that'd be
Just
that's
now.
going to take a while.
Like
Um,
there were areas of twilight all over the map, right? From where the
yes.
spots dropped.
It creates more, or they expand.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it does a thinning of the veil there, so things can step through and fuck with localities and local races and civs, like the plains.
So the areas of Twilight are becoming like minor portals to the plane of shadow.
And shadow.
Yeah. So what this portal really was just part of the subterranean prison that somebody found a way into. So it's another door. So apparently the Coatl could also pass through, not just the Scar Elves.
Yeah.
Apparently the Coatl could also pass through these gates because
Malpheus. Yeah.
went in here and never came back out.
Yeah.
Canela.
So are we going to say then the Dampier are also part of something that can go through the gates? They haven't gone. They haven't gone in yet, though, right? They haven't gone in
yet. No, they've only been into the shadow world. They're
Well, that's
not
what I'm
actually
saying.
going
That's
into
what I'm saying. It's not the shadow world. It's just that shadow level. It's that shadow part of the prison.
Okay.
They think it's the shadow world, but it's not. It's just
Well, then yeah, they don't know why they can, but they don't understand. They have no clue.
they have no clue what it is yet. Yeah, but apparently
Yeah.
they can go in too. So that's 2 more races that can pierce.
Say
these
that
walls.
every interaction with another plane so far on this
Part of the prison world. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
its own prison world plane.
part of this giant prison world, which is just a collection of planes, basically, where things get put when they die. So Malpheus didn't die and went into the world and never came back out. Whereas Barak is smart enough to know I shouldn't stay in here, and he keeps coming back out when he goes into these places. So we got to figure out what happened to Malpheus too, because because unlike the other avatars, they basically met kind of deaths or pure ascension before they went in there, and he didn't. So
he
I
could.
think I was actually thinking about bringing Malpheus back, but probably next round.
Good, then yeah, he should be fucked up. We got to do something with him, dude, where he comes back out of there and like something's wrong, or he knows. Maybe he knows and he tries to convince everybody else, like, oh no,
he's kind of like a Deadpool. He's like, we're on a comic.
So once he went into the shadow plane, he wanted to find the source of the power in the plane, and upon trying to find it is how he discovered that it's a false plane.
Because remember, it was shadow
plane.
But it was like remember we made it like a mental thing. Like it wasn't shadow, like shadows. It was like shadows in your mind, like whispers, like madness. So this thing that's opening up, it's not even shadow. They think it is, but it's something else. So the shadows they're seeing maybe even aren't even shadows. It's just their minds being fucked with by whatever is in there.
Well, no, I mean is he looks for the source of the power of the plane in the
why
plane.
He's in there? Yeah, maybe.
It's not sourced. The power of the plane isn't sourced from inside the plane, and he's like, that's not possible. That's not how this realm would work.
Well, he wouldn't necessarily know it's a prison plane yet either. Maybe he does after he comes out.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Realize what it is. Yeah, but he would be complete. We have to make him completely mad, though. I think when he comes out.
Yeah, no, he'd be Malpheus and mad.
Yeah, he's got to be completely crazy.
Which is really funny because I took the name from Malpheus from like the name of the realm that the worm is in Werewolf the Apocalypse, and it's a level of madness. So it kind of works out really well.
I made an order of Malkavians, didn't I, or a race of the Dampier that were going crazy too? Because we tie them to psychic network.
Malkov network.
So there's that order that was studying the shadows, and then you made another order that's attempting to open the gate. So there's two different kind of Malkavians we have now too. Yeah, and we have a subrace of Dampiers that control shadows themselves, and they're probably the ones that are going to realize that this shadow plane isn't a shadow plane.
Yep.
Because they control shadows, they're like, bro, there's no shadows here. You guys are just seeing shit. You guys are going crazy.
Yeah, what are you guys fucking with?
What are you fucking talking about?
Oh god,
I like it.
I think we definitely want to tear into that next time.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we definitely need to resolution wise, probably 7 or 8. I think honestly a lot of that's going to come into a head on 8 when we end this age and go to age 3 with the Cataclysm.
So what else do we have for resolution?
Well, the horde is destroyed. So the Great Horde.
We've only done one round. That's how long
it's end, right?
Yeah, the Great Horde is destroyed.
Great Horde is pretty much destroyed. The only ones that are really left are the Trogs, because they're mainly at the Scar. Yeah. So these cities would fall. These cities become ruins now.
Are they ruins, or do local race folk take it over?
Well, but they're not going to be kept to the same standard they were before.
They're like when the Babylonia destroyed all those Syrian cities. Like there's just these giant things that no one knows where the fuck they came from. Yeah, 500 years later.
Like someone's going to eventually take Skarn's luxurious palace area, but they're not going to maintain it so well. Yeah. Oh God, what are we doing with Kuzis?
Well, I was just thinking most of this.
Well, he fulfilled what he wanted to do, right? I mean, I think he just.
He goes.
You know what? He goes back to bond. He goes back to bond with the thing that his progenitor, the thing that made him.
He
goes back to the acid dragon.
Oh yeah.
Goes into the sea. Well, maybe that's how they find him. So he searches. So we end his round with him searching for his creator, so he can have rest.
Or do we want to say that he burned off so much energy that he actually goes back to the prison plane?
We could say that too, whichever guys you want. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Either way, he's basically done this round.
Yeah, I think that's a fitting ending. I think he came, he was mad, he burned all of this avatar energy, and he is done.
He's done. So there is no more Kazus in this realm anymore.
I like the idea of there being no more Kazus, but I also like the idea of that happening by him finding
the dragon, and
eating
him again.
I need rest. I am done.
That's why I thought it would be fitting. Like he ends.
Yeah, he finds the acid dragon and allows it to consume him.
So we could say he finds the acid dragon, And the Salmon and Renard basically follow him to where the Ash Dragon is, so they find it next round.
Okay.
But they don't find it this round. They just follow him to his death. They witness his demise, his reinsertion into the great dragon of acid.
All right.
His absorption. Okay, the Reef Elves. Are they successful in their resistance of the Star Metal Elves, which are now?
I don't know, man. That star shit's terrible.
How about this? I'll give you a 12% roll that they create a genetic anomaly in their race that allows them to be immune to the effects of the star metal.
So 1 to 12?
1 to 12.
I have 100?
Yep.
All right.
Because immunities are rare mutations.
Nope. 63%.
So are they destroyed or are they absorbed?
That's the same thing it does with the Maca. But the Maca were only disfigured horribly because of the Slod chaos.
Yeah, they're basically just metal elves, basically.
Yeah, pretty much metal elves.
Metal underwater elves. Okay, but they're no longer now star metal.
They're metal underwater elves.
So now they're the star elves.
They're the most metal of all elves.
So
they are the most metal.
Just sink. And they
and this whole reef
on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this whole reef was already getting absorbed by the star metal we said before. So now this whole thing is just star metal. It's just absorbed this whole thing.
Quick, they don't swim. They're aquatic because they can breathe underwater, but they're too heavy to swim. They just walk around everywhere. They build stairs. They have to have oars to get up.
I think they could. I think their locomotion would be unaffected by their weight. Otherwise, they would just be stones. Like they would just be statues stuck. So I'm pretty sure they learn how to move.
But imagine how strong they would be on the surface.
Well, they definitely. I mean, you could do that anyway. That's how like Atlanteans work in Marvel. Like they're stronger on the surface because they have to get so strong to build the pressure of the ocean. Yeah. So when you can say that they're super strong. They definitely would be. They're also metal. They're Colossus combined with Namor the Submariner. That's like what they basically are. Because they're not just metal, dude. They're solid metal. All their organs are metal. All the muscles are metal. Their skin is metal. Their blood, all of it is metal.
Because it's that living metal.
They're living metal.
Hilarious if they couldn't swim, though.
But
fucking.
I mean, they just move. Like I don't know. Maybe I think they could swim. I'm pretty sure if you could breathe underwater, you'd be able to move underwater. So basically, swim.
So probably another resolution thing here. How about the Star Elves begin trying to bring the former metal island up to the surface?
Try to bring it back up above water.
Yeah,
their floating island before they reactivate their anti-gravity shit. So the motherfucker begins to float again.
Yeah,
and as a consequence of this, it also draws up the reef because it's embedded in the reef now.
Yes,
dope.
So
it's a giant metal island with a big ass metal peninsula attached to it.
Poor Steve is going to hate writing this shit up eventually. We're going to have to like go in there and like annotate, like draw in like circle and
goes here. Okay, so what else is left on the resolution table?
I think that's it. God damn, I think that's it.
Yeah, we got the teleportation points that Lasermane created by figuring out these things, right? He built his amphitheater. Okay, so after he builds his council, his amphitheater, his UN, I'm gonna say that he invites delegates of other races here. So I think during the resolution they should have their first meeting.
Okay.
So you got the Hawkmen, right? For sure. The Trogs.
And we need to pick one race that the Slod chooses to put at some advantage. If they control a majority of the council, they would pick the direction.
Well, that's easy. They just send their avatar, who's already a defender of everything. He's one of the greatest defenders. He's part of the Brotherhood of the Pale, so he is their representative at this UN.
Oh no! I'm saying the Slod would probably have multiple people on the council.
But he's going to be the one that becomes the head senator or whatever.
Palpatine.
Whisperlity, they're Palpatine. So if they have a majority, that means they've infiltrated. What? How many races do we have?
We have the Aractonians. They've infiltrated.
And Ezra's is in the prison plane now, right? One
Yeah,
of
but
No.
he doesn't. But he doesn't. Well, yeah, but he doesn't realize it. They don't realize that they're in there. Just for some reason, they
Like
think they're still able
Ezra and
to affect-
Corvexus can still go about this plane. Like they're not stuck in the other one.
They're not stuck, but I'm saying they are. They just don't know that
they
they
don't
are.
realize it's
Like
not.
their essence is the only thing in this plane.
Right. So basically,
Okay.
to them and to all outside viewers, if you ever saw Ezra or Corvexus, you would think they were outside, but they're not. They're just like manifestations. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as
They're just- yeah.
as far as the game goes, we can still do stuff with them, but we just realize as narrators that they're not actually doing anything. Whatever is holding them there is what's doing everything, or allowing them to do things. If they are, do you get what I'm saying? It's like a giant joke.
Yeah. So do they basically do they make Whisper like the leader of the
Yeah.
High Council?
Probably. They probably have something to do with it in their minds for sure. If not him, they at least put people in there that would support him. Like even if they're not other SLAD members,
Yeah.
they could be bribed, things like that.
I mean, he seems like a good guy, you know.
Oh,
Well, I
Letty? To everybody else he does, yeah.
Yeah.
I assume the council would be made up of multiple races across.
Yes.
That's what I said. They send a representative. So like the Meerkat folk, the
Yeah.
Ractonians,
But
the
see, like,
Cara-Dune.
Meerkat folk definitely have a slot infiltrator in there
for
multiple-
sure.
all throughout their hierarchy.
The Kaya Dune probably have one too.
Yeah. I would say
the only ones that might not have one are the Salmon that just
The Salmon
reappeared.
and probably the Star Elves.
Star Elves don't have one. The Salmon don't have one. Who else did we make? We made another race, right?
the new kobolds, but I don't know if
The Durger.
the
The
Durger.
Durger don't have one, and neither do the Mud Mephits we made. We made a race with the Animorphs, so their race doesn't have one either. Wouldn't have an infiltrator, so there's still four races that are clean.
It's like
The Garrix. Oh god, the Garrix are showing back up.
The Garrix wouldn't be controlled by them yet, although
Fuck no.
the Garrix exist in a different world, but they haven't been here long enough. They definitely wouldn't have one. The Meerkat would by now. They've been here for years and years.
too. Like just because the Kaidun Civ came on the tail end of the Slod Fallout, right? What
Yeah,
about
but they've been here the whole time though.
got to be super full of them too, right? Because they're like right around the way. And the Ractonians came a lot later though. But
Oh, we got to do something with Master of Storms too. He didn't do anything during the last resolution. Okay, so since they're humans, his power. I had this idea where his power gets passed down through his children and through his children's children. So they have like a bloodline of these people who can control storms.
Right.
Iractonia. Whether we make him a king or like a magi, like a person who counsels the king or something, his
Okay.
bloodline still exists, even though he's more than likely dead. Because how many they're human? How long has it been?
I think we're saying this what 200 to 300 years each.
Yeah. Okay. So he's definitely dead. However he
Okay.
died, he's gone.
Yeah.
But his ancestor is probably who they send from Ractonian. Now, do you want his ancestor who has this power to be a SLAD?
No.
I'd say no. I think he should be like some kind of.
Well,
I think the runes protect him for some reason. He doesn't.
Maybe,
I mean, he could join. It's not. Yeah,
if
it's not
he
like
chooses
they're.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a philosophy, not a we're like taking you over thing. It's a philosophy now.
I had this idea too that they all have these symbols, right? Like they have like 12 different symbols on them. But when one's born, and they're not always born, you have to wait for one of the people in the bloodline to be born. And when they're born, it's a different symbol every time that's activated on them. So this one either has the acid dragon, the ice dragon, the sun dragon, or the
something from the
sound dragon or the tear.
right.
It has one of these. It has one of these dragons as a symbol. We got to decide which one that is too. If you want to roll it randomly, it's one of them though.
So
I think we'll roll if it comes into play. That's what I'm thinking.
Bloodline thing, right? As far as storm control, whatever the ability is, like the controlling storms, I think that the like there should be some kind of prophetic thing with it where it's like, oh, every so many generations is actually somebody of power, but ignore like of the originator of that first, Master of Storms.
I mean, I think they
What-
should have one every generation. I just don't think it should always be like it won't always be the king's son. Like maybe it'll be like the prince's brother. That do you see what I'm saying? It is.
Yeah.
And we could say that like maybe every full cycle, one's born with the original power. Maybe that's maybe we say that the storm is like the most powerful
Of them.
of them. Yeah.
And then
So
that-
every so many generations, that one's born. And like just because you have this power doesn't mean you know how to use it, or it doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you can control them.
You have to be trained.
Or if you reach a high, like if you're a character and you reach 20th level or something, maybe it unlocks then or something like that. Or if you do a quest. But I do think they should all have like tiny abilities. Like maybe they have the ability to cast
I
like
was just saying, like
Ray of
the
Frost or something like that. If they're
Yeah, the little cantrips.
power only comes so often. And the baseline.
Oh
of
yeah.
power- yeah. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, like
that
they're not all super powerful. No.
super world worth of storm
Yeah.
is more of a blue moon through the cycle or in time. Another thing is the original Avatar, whatever, was just like some rural fuck off family
Yeah.
Jesus type story where it was just some born with, the prophetic symbols on them. But you said King's son, and that makes me think how cool it could be throughout their history if, because of the storm ending process, they made him a king.
Yeah, I was saying king is like the easy choice, but we could also make him like a Merlin. Like they're literal like permanent advisors, like Magi were in Egypt.
A trusted family.
Trusted permanent advisors to the royal family.
Yeah.
Or we can make him king. King's a little more. I mean, it's expected basically. If he was
Yeah,
different, then it would be a little different.
Well,
You could do king. Though.
if he did a suzerain, where it was just like somebody who was an advisor,
We could say he took the kingdom. Like
Yeah.
one of them was
Oh,
evil.
sure, originally.
Yeah, one was evil and then took control of the kingdom, and now they
Or-
make themselves
or the
emperor
king was
forever.
just so damn ignorant, and he was like, "For the greater good, I have to."
See, I like the idea better that they took control because then maybe that one Storm Master was a Slod, but his ancestor who's in control now is not one. Like he stepped away from that side of it and became good again. But somewhere in this
Nice.
timeline of Ractonians, there was Slod infiltrators.
I'm
there
sure
was-
there was.
Some may still exist, but they just don't have the mark.
I don't even know if they could be like infiltrators so much as at this point in time, with how close they are in proximity for how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. There's
Yeah.
probably folklore about.
Maybe I said infiltrator as like a like because that's how they were before. Like in the first age, they were made an army of infiltrators. This is
And
like what's basically left of all that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a cultural beliefs now. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Slod are known.
But it's rooted. It's a culture of beliefs, but it's actually rooted in an actual thing that existed. That's what's so cool about it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
rooted in an actual army that existed 2,000 years ago,
Yeah.
Who people share genetic material with.
right?
But
Like
a lot of people-
Genghis Khan controlling the world basically through his genetics. It's
Yeah.
like that.
I like it.
So you could be part true Slod basically somewhere in your bloodline. Like, so
Yeah.
if we ever made it up in a game system, you could do shit like that. Like it could be like our version of midichlorians basically or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a latent bot. It's like a latent. Yeah,
Like a
latent.
latent thing inside of you. Or you
Yeah.
could be a guy who just joined. His dad just joined.
Is on the outside of this world. And I was thinking about that too. So like there's this idea where, okay, so what do you try to do if you're keeping in prison? You need to keep order, because after order breaks down, everything else
Yeah.
breaks down. So what if there was some kind of device or mechanism that repelled chaos energies from the prison stages back to this outside layer? And that explains why it's always tumultuous. The Slod came and all their concentration of chaotic energy, but any of it that was going this way just came right back up to the surface world,
Yeah.
which caused
Yeah.
all
'Cause
the
this world's a shitstorm. Let's be honest.
chaos.
So if you're writing in the lines of the spreadsheet, you can just write that they create the council and send one member from each, but the Slod infiltrators control a majority
Yeah.
of the council.
Like, to put it in perspective, an entire race came here just trying to help balance order.
And turned evil. And turned evil and chaotic. Yeah.
Turned evil, and fungi took over them, and like the list just goes on.
Well, first they went full lawful neutral and just tried to blow up anybody who didn't share their ideals. And,
Yeah.
and then they fucked themselves and became taken over by zombie fungus. They still exist.
Arbiter.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a rough time. They're like, we're just going to eat these fungus. It'll be easy, and then shit turned bad. So
Also, is this Meerkat folk area, now they've been absorbing all these undead? Is this like a necropolis now? This whole southern area is just like a giant undead wasteland? Is that what this is now?
I would think so.
I mean, it's been 600 years of them collecting undead.
Yeah, no, that whole area is not fun.
I was gonna say probably like 5 or 6 square hexes is nothing but actual necropolis, and then the rest of it's just desolate wasteland with undead.
And do they trade with the undead and shit too? There's
There's
gotta
gotta be sentient one out there.
undead here, right? Yeah,
I'm sure there's sentient undead.
Use them as labor.
Or they have to like use them as shock. I mean, they could do all kinds of stuff, dude.
I'm just thinking like you're walking down the way, and you off to the right you see a Meerkat folk, and then he's got a plow being hauled by like 3 zombie.
Yeah,
and there's like meat hanging in front of them, so they're like scrambling for it, and he's just plowing the field.
Is it like the end of Shaun of the Dead, where like some of them just live with them in the cities, and they're like citizens still? They give them jobs they can do because they're too dumb to do anything else.
Yeah, and guess who they were? A lot of the tiger.
The tiger people. Yeah, it's the slavery continues even in death, bro. Fuck them. But in death, for some reason, they respected them more as undead tiger folk they did when they were alive.
They do.
So they get more rights as undead. That's fucked up, dude.
That's fucked up.
So fucked up, dude. But yeah, so I'm thinking maybe like kids use them too. Like they probably use them to train their army. And
beat on the zombies.
To be these Meerkat folk, they might even revere them in some way. Because for them, since they respect undeath so much, maybe their ultimate end is to become undead. So if you become undead, you've completely fulfilled your purpose to the society. So that's what you're trying to do.
These sick fucks think they've done the tiger folk a favor.
Yep,
by making them undead.
That's why they treat them so much better, because they kind of revere them now.
Because they were lesser in life than they are in death.
They got to take the ultimate ride, the ultimate sacrifice.
They were blessed first.
So they've become basically the polar opposites of the Kaya Dune, then.
So
for sure,
they basically have,
and that's going to be another struggle.
Yeah.
Do you understand how much crazy shit later generations are going to have to find? We're going to hit all explore, and so like find an old dungeon. I'm like, ooh, I know which one.
You mean when they find a dungeon on top of a dungeon on top of a dungeon? Yeah, that's what I mean.
So is this low key why the Egyptians had cats that
that
protected the undead, because the Meerkat folk were like the original necromancers? So cats represent power over death.
So I think we need to change lanes real quick. Let's discuss Saturday, because clearly Steve didn't make it here on time, and I don't know if he's going to be able to make it on time for a while. Do we want to look at Saturdays?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm available.
Down, yeah.
What time Saturdays do we want to look at?
It's got to be after 9 or 9 o'clock.
You want to try? Let's just go 9:30, like 9:30 to 12:30, roughly.
Just real quick, are we taking audience input?
I will definitely take audience input.
Because the only reason to have this discussion here, audience input.
That's true.
I'm good on Saturday. Anybody in the audience have specific times on Saturday they would like the most?
I mean, I have a game we're running, so
yeah, I can't do it before 9 o'clock.
Okay. So we'd have to run 9 then.
I would say probably let's be smart and go to 9:30.
Okay. And
I
then
would think 9:30.
11:30?
We're doing about 3 hours, so 9:30 to 12:30.
Okay.
It's those 3 hours.
And the next one's gonna be a little longer because it's got the final resolution for the entire age on top of
God.
Everything else.
Yeah. Okay. So 9:30 for anybody. I run on Saturday till 11. Your time.
I mean, or we could just keep doing Mondays for a while, and sometimes Steve will show up, and sometimes Steve can come. Oh, apparently that's a no.
Okay.
Yeah. I know we're on a delay, so we're like, would y'all rather us just keep rocking the Monday?
You do it Mondays. I mean, I'm good with Mondays.
Yeah, and just Steve will show up when he can, and he won't. We won't. We'll using them. So, all right. Well, I guess Mondays it is for a while.
Okay.
So until further notice, we'll be rocking on Mondays. And man, I've had a blast. I really love doing this. This is a lot of fun.
So you guys have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. And again, next week when we do broadcast, the easiest way to get to us will be on the Bull Critters Corner at Twitch. You'll be able to find all this content hopefully later on YouTube, and I'll be breaking down resolutions so that you just tune resolution spots later to catch up.
Well, I was gonna say you said you want to break up the clips. I mean, if you still wanted to throw up the entire stream, I don't think that's a problem. If you want to put it up too, I think the clips will just be easier to digest.
Yeah,
but then also
just the resolutions, just so you can see all the insanity that happens.
But maybe they want, maybe they do want to listen to the whole show
before he joins us next episode.
So, all right, guys, thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all having spend time with us and listen to all of our insanity.
Yes, sir.